It's time for the MMA.
You know, Bruce, get with the fucking program, Bruce.
MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Sonosi 1.5K King Studios of Arizona, what is the best UFC weight class in 2022? We're going to find out tonight with the MMA-Holes. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome, friends, to the show. It was a bumpy start to that puppy. We got a poll in the chat, vote away. We're going to do something tonight that's a little bit different. UFC happened on Saturday, and Fiziev takes out Rafael dos Anjos. We'll talk about that a little bit. But tonight, I mean, the card was kind of The pay-per-view before that was kind of So we're going to try something different here tonight. I want to get to the bottom of a little topic that, you know, people have been debating about, and it changes month to month, year to year. But we're going to figure this out here in July of 2022. We're going to figure out what is the best weight class in the UFC. That's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to go over to this little section over here. That's not the section. That's not, and Big Mo's not even on the show. There it is. Ah, there it is. Very nice. Very nice. We have 4 categories in each weight class, and what we're doing tonight is we're gonna throw in the poll section of our live chat. We're gonna do a point system. So right now in the chat is flyweight, exciting, 1 being the most, 4 being the least exciting. We're going to break down every weight class, and we're going to get to the bottom of this, because if we just put them head to head, it might be a little biased. I figure if we throw a point system in place, then if it has to go head to head, it'll be a tiebreaker, and it'll be a little bit more fair. So get your votes in. Very, very important. Tonight on the MMA Holes, we're going to figure it out. And as I look in the poll section, let me pop it up on the screen. Here we go. And let me extend. Yep. There we go. All right. So far right now, exciting for flyweight is a number 2. Now, number 1 would be the most exciting, and number 4 would be the least. It's second to best, 34. That's actually a pretty good score for flyweight. So get your votes in. We're going to pound through this very quickly tonight on the show, and we're going to find out what is the best weight class in the UFC. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you're wonderful, wonderful. Let's say hello to the peoples in the chat. Let's go. Aloha Gaming, how you doing? Anything under 145 pounds is not very exciting, says Aloha. Middleweight and up is nice, says Yoda Twink. Trent says super heavyweight going to be number 1. Flyweight, definitely a 3. Cowabunga, Manny C is the best. Wonderbat can save your home.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Don't even know what that means. But shout out to Wonderbat. Before we went live, we had a situation with the baby. And like there was all panic and stuff like that, so that's why we might a couple of minutes late. And that's why when I was putting together the graphic for it's a little choppy over here, but the baby's fine, everything's okay, everything's wonderful, wonderful. In case anyone gives a shit.
Thank you.
We got a member here, or has become a member, or re-upped the membership. Bruce Banner, what up, Bruce? Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate your re-upping of membership status. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. And you are so beautiful. An orange belt. Hell yeah, baby. Thank you for being an orange belt. Appreciate that. If you want to become a member, you could do so with the join button. Unlike Ariel,
super chat.
you don't have to chat.
Jess's comment about weight bullies had me thinking, aren't 90% of fighters weight bullies since they have to cut down a large amount?
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, as long as there's weight cutting, there's going to be weight bullies. That's just how it goes, right? So it's people cut weight to get the edge. Now, you got guys like Chris Curtis that are fighting at middleweight who can jump in late notice fights. He fights more around his weight. But when you get to the top guys and they happen to be wrestlers, that could be a problem. It could be a problem for guys that float around their same weight. Thank you, Alexis Gonzalez, for the donation. You are absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Oh, sugar. What do we got?
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
D-Rest. What?
Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Shout out to D-Rest with the wonderful, wonderful 6.
Holes at the giant broke ass bum from Texas that I'd place my shoes on the get polished by his son.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, D-Rest. Appreciate you contributing to the show. Stay wonderful, wonderful. Anyway, smash the like button. We got a show tonight. We're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm actually going to close the first poll of the evening. Flyweight exciting. 1 being the most exciting, 4 being the least. And it looks like number 2, who does number 2 work for? It looks like number 2 has the win. So I'm going to add number 2 to the flyweight section over here. Let's go, baby. Very interesting. Okay, flyweight, we're going to add 2. So we're going to add up the score, and basically least amount of points puts you higher up on the ranking system. Now I'm going to do depth over here. Let's end this poll. And I'm going to add depth at flyweight. We're going to get to the bottom of this tonight. This is a little bit of an experiment that we're doing here on the MMA Holes. So let me put the poll up. Here we go. Flyweight. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to add the numbers. 4. Okay, that's the community. Okay, so now we're going to depth. Depth. We're going to get that in on the polls section. And flyweight depth. So basically, when you look at the flyweight division, let me pull it up for you guys. How much depth do you see there? And is it a deep division? Now, with the, with Mighty Mouse leaving back in the day and Henry Cejudo, his whole deal, you had this merry-go-round of Moreno and Figueiredo. You got Kai Kara-France giving a run for his money. Guys like Askar Askarov that people think are going to be a champion, and Brandon Royval, who's just fumbled at the big spots. Pantoja is a very tough dude as well. The top 5 is a solid group over there. You go down a little bit more now, and you got the Matt Schnells and Alex Perez, Nicolau. You got Tim Elliott at number 10. Let's see. We'll go down. We got Cape over here. Tagir. Let's just say that. Who's a tough son of a bitch. But seems fairly. And Jeffrey Molina, who cracked the top 15. Shout out to Jeffrey Molina for getting there. Solid. Don't know if I quite go number 1. I'm going to look at the poll right now and see what you guys are saying. Get your votes in super quick because we're going to run through this. We're going to rattle through this tonight. And so far, 3, which seems fair. 48% giving it a 3. I think that is very fair, actually. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll leave it up for a couple of minutes, and then we'll move on to the next category. I see some 4s out there. I think 3, 4, yeah. That seems pretty fair. Bandy, well, these light for sure. 4, they all kind of suck. Yeah, when you have a strong champion and they leave, and then the weight class is like, who's going to be the champion now? And you're kind of like scratching your head, like, who's going to be that guy that's going to sit up there and be a problem? You know, makes you think. All right, I'm going to stop up the poll here. We're going to run through this quickly tonight because I want to get to the bottom of this. What is the best weight class? So it looks like 3 is going to take, 50% over there, 1 6%, 2 15%. Okay, let's end this poll. It looks like we're going to add 3 to the board. We're moving, baby. So now the score is 5. Okay, so it's going to be the lowest number. Lower the number, the better. Now we're going to say champion. We're going to throw that in the poll over here. So get quick with your poll fingers. Your poll fingers must be very quick tonight, as we're going to go champion for flyweight. Okay, let me create it. Okay, here we go. Same system, 1 best, 4 worst. Champion, Figueiredo. Now, I'm very interested to see how you guys are going to vote on this one. Very interested to see in our MMA-Holes Hour extravaganza tonight. Okay, the poll is in. The champion, Deiveson Figueiredo, who I like. I actually like Deiveson a lot. But as a champion, he's got some weaknesses. Some, that last fight kind of close against Moreno. Moreno kind of has his number. But as a champion, how strong of a champion does flyweight have? 1 being the best and 4 being the worst. Let me read the chat, see what you guys say. Fuck bicep workouts. I did my finger pill workout all weekend. They got Usman, Izzy, Alex, and Yuri. Just imagine if you could have MMA-Holes in the crowd everywhere you went. I'm telling you, it's inevitable. But that was in Australia. Yeah, that's cool. Sean Hart. Move your fingers fast on that poll. Sure, Tom. Sure, we believe you. Bantamweight number 2. Whoa, we got boobies. We got breasticles coming in on the MMA-Holes.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Choke my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman.
We got some perverts.
Tits. Pervert cameraman. $10 tip. Pervert cameraman. Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman. Show them breasts. Boobies.
D-Rest showing boobies tonight.
Did I mention the Pulse is a fucking bum?
Wow. What's going on with you and Pulse? My God. I don't even see Pulse in the chat defending himself. Okay, we're going to wind down this poll. A little more interesting. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. The featherweight poll. The champion. 38% 3. 38% 4. 25% 2. And 1 being the best, 0%. So it's either 3 or 4. We're going to have to let this thing play out here. Get your votes in. We need to know the champion. Is it a ranked 4 champion, which could drop flyweight in one of the best weight classes in the UFC? I love how close this is. Wow, here we go. The drama here on a Monday night as we find out the champion. I'm going to count down from 5. We're going to go 4. We're going to go 3. We're going to go 2. We're going to go 1. So number 3 is the ranking you give it. And let's go, baby. Add 3 to the board. So champion, add 3. Okay, here we go. And the final category for flyweight, prospects. So the young bucks coming up, moving up the rankings. What do you say? What do you think on the prospects over here? Let me create a poll real quick and we'll discuss prospects at flyweight. Now we're doing the boys tonight. We're not doing the female weight classes for reasons we all know why, right? Flyweight. Okay, let's add this over here. Okay, here we go. Same thing, same voting system that we're going to throw on. And then we conclude Flyweight's number. And we move on. Okay, asking the community. This little bit was put together 5 minutes before we went live. Let's see how see how it goes. It could get very boring by the time we get to heavyweight, but we'll see. I want to know, baby. I want to know. So the poll's in there. Flyweight prospects. Let's look at the flyweight prospects, or the flyweight prospects over here. Let's check them out. I see some 4s out there. Jeffrey Molina is a good prospect, I would say. I guess you could call maybe Chanel a prospect. I don't know. Dvorak, Tagir is a decent prospect. Cape is fun. I don't get overwhelmed, though. I mean, do we even call Royval a prospect? I mean, he's top 5. I love Royval. He's one of my favorite fighters, actually. I think this guy's great, and he happens to sit at flyweight. Alex Perez, what do you think about him? 24-6-0. I mean, I don't know if you consider him a prospect. So thinking about the flyweight division, I mean, I don't know. I guess more of the Jeffrey Molinas and the Tagirs over here are prospects. Not quite on the level of the, the KHAMZAT type prospect situations, but or Shavkat Rakhmonov. I mean, welterweight's gonna be doing pretty well. Let me look at the poll. Boop. Yeah, I think 4 is gonna be pretty obvious. They might be the weakest at prospects. They might be the weakest. Okay, this will end up the flyweight section. The open weight class. Wild Pat Barry, Muhammad Makayev is the prospect that stands out to me right now. Alfredo. Yeah, Makayev. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I didn't even think of that one. Good call. Good call. Catchweight is on fire. Joanne Calderwood was cut. Was she really? Poor JoJo, man. She seemed like a nice girl, but she wasn't very good. Uh-oh. Charlie Olive.
1, 2, 3, 4. Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece in his mouth.
D-Rest going crazy.
Mouthpiece in his Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece in his mouth. Look at my mouthpiece. Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece in his mouth. Charlie Olive's got a mouthpiece. Mouthpiece in his mouth. Mouthpiece in his mouth.
Damn, D-Rest now dropping to 13.
I got damn bum, I said.
Woo, a goddamn bum. Are you still going after polls? You guys got to kiss and make up. Thank you, D-Rest, for the Charlie Olives donation. Fires people up there. Former lightweight champion. Okay, here we go. We're going to conclude this poll. This one was an easy one. This one was easy. 61%. Hoofa. All right, we're adding 4. I don't have to get all dramatic on this one. We're adding 4 to the score. Okay, so flyweight is done. We get to move to bantamweight now as we add 4 on over here. That'll be 12 altogether. Okay, so flyweight sits at a score of 12. Now, the lowest score, the higher the ranking is how we're going to do this. So you don't want too many numbers next to there. If there is a tie, which there probably is going to be a tie, then we'll have them go head-to-head, and we'll figure it out. But right now, flyweight all by themselves. We're going to move to bantamweight. Here we go. We're going to get to the bottom of this tonight on the MMA-Holes. Bantamweight. Let's go. All right, I'm going to add the poll to the chat. We're going to start off with exciting. Now, bantamweight could take it home tonight. The bantamweight has been on fire in almost every category. So I'm curious to see how you guys vote on this. Exciting, though, with bantamweight. It's going to get interesting. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to make the poll. Paste it in here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, here we go. Let's ask the community. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Bantamweight. Exciting. How exciting is bantamweight? 1 being the most exciting, and 4 being the least exciting of a weight class. Bantamweight. Let's see what the chat says over here. I think it's a pretty exciting weight class. I mean, it's shocking that bantamweight is like one of my favorite weight class. Because back in the day when I was just getting into it, the flyweights and the bantamweights, I was like, I don't know, man. I like it. I don't know. These guys can't finish each other. Now it's turned into something completely different. Okay, let's see what we got here. High two joints, welterweight and up, says it's Geo Foos. Can we see the fighters for this class? You sure can. You sure can. Let's move over here. So now bantamweight, Aljamain Sterling sitting at top. You got Peter Yan, TJ Dillashaw, Jose Aldo. Right there, I mean, the top three I find fairly exciting. Corey Sandhagen's an exciting dude. Marlon Vera, I mean, say what you will about the guy. He's still fun. But, I mean, excuse me. I'm thinking of fucking Moraes. What am I talking about? Marlon Vera is exciting. Don't get me wrong about that. Merab is a guy that's, you scratch your head because he's a grinder. But I think his cardio, his pace, and his fight against Moraes was very exciting. So I find Merab fairly exciting. Rob Font, he's been pretty beat up over here, but he likes to sling the gloves around. Dominic Cruz does his little dance routine. Pedro Munoz, he's pretty exciting. Sang Yadong, yeah, man. Ricky Simone, The Answer, Frankie Edgar, Sean O'Malley. I mean, you got Umar Nurmagomedov, Jack Shore, Adrian Yanez. This is a stacked fucking weight class. There's not much I don't want to see at bantamweight. And I got to be honest with you, I would be shocked if this is not top two tonight. It is pretty fucking stacked. It's wild looking at this weight class. So let me see how this poll is going. I mean, it's pretty nuts. Bantamweight excitement level on the MMA-Holes at number 2. So the top two over there, number 2 excitement at 38%. We'll let it sit here for a second. I'll get your comments from the chat. Let me know what you think. Looking at that list, I don't think O'Malley can beat top 5 fighters. He's going to have a problem at top 5 for sure. There's no doubt about it. Whoa! Whoa! D-Rest dropping a 75? What? Come on! Fuck's gonna scream at you!
Be mean to you. If you don't like it, make it known he's not keen.
Oh my God!
Too cold, not done right, slap.
He's going nuts!
So big girls drool for the tool. Failed out of school.
Fuck's gonna scream at you!
Unkept fool. Fuck's gonna scream at you. Netflix not renewed. Fuck's gonna scream at you. AEWL is not how you
Fuck's gonna scream!
Wrong drugs in the mule. Fuck's gonna scream. Ran out of fuel. Fuck's gonna
Holy
scream.
shit.
Objection overruled. Fuck's gonna scream. Fuck's gonna scream. Fuck's gonna scream.
Damn, D-Rest.
You.
What?
Nothing but a bomb, Pulse is.
Man. Holy cow. D-Rest, thank you for the 75.
Wonderful.
Pulse, are you in the chat? Can you explain what the hell is going on here? You guys got to fight more often. Thank you, D-Rest. Appreciate that. Okay. Wow. D-Rest going crazy with the 75s. I tell you what, you keep this up. I'm not even going to do save the show. I'm just going to extend it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just extend the show. $75. You crazy? All right. So save is out the window. If you guys want to donate and support the show, keep going, man. Keep fucking going. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's look at the poll. Let's look at this. All right. So number 2 at 36%. We're going to play a little dramatic music and see where this goes. Damn, D-Rest was going crazy. Bantamweight. The excitement. 1 being the most exciting. 4 being the least. Right now, number 2 is the vote right now at 37%. 60 votes are in. 109 watch. You get your votes in. Bantamweight. Excitement level. Where are we at? We're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2. Number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Okay, we had 2 there. If you're just jumping in, we're going to figure out what is the best weight class. We're going to completely break it down here tonight on the MMA-Holes. The next category is depth. And my goodness, I showed you the depth of that weight class, so I'm curious to see what you guys vote. If it's not a 1, I'd be completely shocked. I would. But let's see what we got here. I'm going to go to depth. Let me plug this in our poll system. Bantamweight. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to add the this. 3 and 4. We're going to blow through this thing as quickly as we can. Good thing D-Rest dropped those donos. I'm just going to have fun with this. If we finish this little segment at a reasonable time, we'll just open up some phone lines. Lowest score wins. Yeah, Wildberry, lowest score is higher up in the ranking system. I figured we break it down to 4 categories. I wish that the polls in our chat, I could add more options. I wish I could do that because then we can get a really clear-cut winner. If there's a tie, I'm just going to put both of them next to each other. We're going to have you vote. But I'd rather have a point system so we could really break down the weight class because some people, if you put them like head-to-head, like your bias towards certain things might overpower your vote. So I figured this is the fairest way to do it. We'll see how it works. But depth, and once again, looking at Bantamweight, I mean, 1 through 15 is pretty deep. You got Funkmaster at top. Now, I think where it might struggle is when we go to champion. You know, not taking nothing away from Aljo, but compared to some of the other champs, that might struggle a little bit, but we'll see how you guys vote it. But I mean, all the way down to Adrian Yanez. Umar Nurmagomedov, Jack Shore, Sean O'Malley, Frankie Edgar, Ricky Simone, Song Yadong, Pedro Munoz, Dominic Reyes, Rob Font, Marab Dvalishvili, Marlon Vera, Corey Sanhagen, Jose Aldo, TJ Dillashaw, Petey. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's crazy, man. Bantamweight is fucking stacked. I don't think I have to leave this up very long. The poll right now. Now, this is why you want to jump in live on our shows. So you can get in on the polls. I mean, this is very important. We're trying to figure something out here. And right now, the community has won overall 53%. In fact, I'm going to count down here. Get your votes in immediately. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're good. We're good. So Bantamweight now is going to be sitting at 3 points here. Doing pretty well, Bantamweight. Here we go. Here's the thing that I think is most interesting to me with Bantamweight. A champion. The champion of the Bantamweight division, who happens to be Aljamain Sterling. I'm setting up this poll. I'm curious where you guys are going to go with this one. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to do this. 135. Paste. I'll just do this. 135 pounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. Hold on a second. 4. Okay. I was trying to get a shortcut, but didn't work. So fuck it. All right, let me get this poll up over here. Let me get the bantamweights together. Okay. All right, the poll has been dropped. Vote away tonight. Where's my mating partner? She's putting the baby to sleep. And we'll be extending the show, so she'll probably be able to jump on. Best weight class is either featherweight or lightweight. Wow. So I was going bantamweight or lightweight. That's where I was going with. And I was actually tossing it back and forth before the stream on which one I thought was the best right now. I was lightweight and bantamweight. So it's interesting. Featherweight's interesting. We're going to get to that next. No one gives an F about Saeed Nurmagomedov. Best weight class is lightweight. Whatever Bryce Mitchell is, that weight class and up. Datwinger not watching Drake on Twitch right now. Betting 1 mil hands. Is he betting live right now on Twitch? That dude he just wipes his ass with money. It's crazy. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Initially, I went with lightweight. Here's the problem: we don't really have a champ right now. I know Charlie Oliveira's your champ, but there's a question mark there. So I'm curious how the votes are going to go with that. And I always think with lightweight, with Khabib leaving, it got very interesting. When Khabib was there, I mean, unless you had guys like Conor yelling and screaming and shit like that, these personalities, it wasn't interesting anymore. Like Khabib was just dominating everybody, you know? So I don't know. Like I get to see how this poll goes but it's still one of the best for sure.
Wonderful, wonderful.
D-Rest.
The truth is I hate blacks because I'm jealous of their penises, and if there's one thing I love in this world more than making crappy techno music, it's cock. That's why I try to relate to Glove Touch so hard, that sexy little bearded man. Fuck niggers.
Wow. Wow. I don't think that was D-Rest, to be honest with you. Oh!
Please,
whoa!
I'm begging you.
Whoa!
Don't ever buy another UFC.
Whoa! Whoa! D-Rest now dropping a 50. What the hell, man? Yo, D-Rest is going crazy tonight.
Pussies, pussies. I don't want your money. Pussies, 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 pussies. I don't want your money. Pussies, money, pussies, money, pussies, pussies. You're a moron. I don't want your money.
Holy cow.
Money, pussy, pussy, money.
Whoa!
Pussy, pussy. I don't give a f.
He is a genuine bum.
Wow. $50 donation. Come on. He dropped to 75. He dropped to 50. What? D-Rest is going nuts tonight. And thank you, Poles, for the donation as well. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's go to the poll here. It's a weird night tonight. I love it. I love it. Okay. So right now the champ. Okay. So the champ is saying a number 3. So they're ranking a 3. So champ, 1 being the best champ and 4 being the worst champ. They're going 3. We're going to let this thing sit here for a second. And real big thanks to D-Rest, man. You're a savage. Appreciate those donations. All right, here we go. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3. Get your votes in. 2, 1. Number 3 wins. Number 3 wins. Let's add it on to the board. So that's going to increase this to 6. Okay. And now we move on to the final at Bantamweight Prospects. This is going to be a long-ass stream. I didn't think it was going to take so long, but fuck it. Here we go. Prospects at Bantamweight. I showed you the rankings there. You can dabble around yourself, debate in the chat. Prospects at Bantamweight. Here, let me put the poll in. Prospects at Bantamweight. 1 being the best prospects, 4 being the worst. Here we go. Let's drop it in. And it is dropped. Okay. Here's the final one. Now, right off the bat, it's looking like Bantamweight's going to go ahead of Flyweight. It looks like Flyweight's going to drop down and Bantamweight will surpass it. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. She left me for a B. Silverback saying 4. Avery Jones says 1 easy. Looking at the rankings over here. Now we're judging basically from the top 15. There are so many people on the roster of the UFC where you can throw in the mix if you really, need to throw them in there to affect, because prospects basically don't have to be top 15. But most of them aren't top 15, to be honest. But, we'll go in the bottom like a Jeffrey Molina, which I would think is a prospect. And he's very good. He's exciting. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with prospects here at... Oh, excuse me. Jeffrey Molina's a fly. What am I talking about? Jesus Christ. Adrian Yanez. I'm getting the Latinos mixed up. I apologize. Adrian Yanez is who I was thinking of. It's kind of wild, though. Number 15, Adrian Yanez and Jeff Molina. Both guys are, like, electric, man. The Hispanics coming in there and doing their thing at flyweight and bantamweight, so good job by them. But then you got Umar Nurmagomedov over here. I mean, I guess Sean O'Malley, I know he's got a bunch of fights in there, but he's kind of a prospect, right? If you think about it. He's been surged into the rankings. So he's a guy that you got to throw out there. Top 15 on bantamweight's pretty solid. I think overall is a very solid weight class. Moss, make me a song for small guys need pussy too. Small guys need pussy too. Shout out to our Saturdays. That was a weird stream. That was a very weird stream. Let's see what the poll is over here for bantamweight, and we'll wrap up the 2 tiny divisions. As wow, this is close. Look at this. Woof. It's a nail biter over here. All right, vote away. We need your help here. Get the votes in. Prospects, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst at bantamweight. The weight class that is run by Aljamain. You do have that Sean O'Malley situation in there. You do have Adrian Yanez, Umar Nurmagomedov. I think their prospects are pretty tight. But it's pretty wild. 31% are saying 4. I don't agree with that. I would say 2 or 3. I would be in the middle somewhere there. It's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy here. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. We'll leave it up for a couple of seconds, and then we will move on to the next weight class. But right now, we have a very we're stuck here. 4, 29%. 3, 26%. 2, 21%. And 1, 24%. We're all over the place here. We are very divided as a community. Okay, here we go. I'm going to break it down right now at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done. Okay. Very interesting. So we had 4 on over here. I thought it would have been a lesser number, but the MMA-Holes have spoken. Now we have to add 10 to bantamweight. So this will move bantamweight up to the first place spot, and we'll move flyweight down to second. We're going to move to featherweight now, the next weight class on the board. Same 4. Exciting, depth, champion, prospect, the categories. And let's go. This stream is going to be like 7 hours long. The stream is going to be the longest stream. I didn't think this out very much. D-Rest with the 100. What? D-Rest has lost his mind tonight. Oh my God. Holy smokes. $100 donation from my man D-Rest.
Since 1981, Tom, my son.
Since 1981, Tom, my son, he drops $100 donation on the show. D-Rest, D-Rest, D-Rest. Let's go, let's go. Damn, making it rain tonight. Damn. D-Rest. Let's go, bud. Well, hey, we're extending the show. We'll see how long we take this tonight. We'll just fucking go. We're going to do this best UFC weight class of 2022. We'll open some phone lines, too, when we're done with this. Shout out to D-Rest, man. Yeah, he sure is flexing tonight. Damn it. D-Rest. All right, here we go. Let's add the next category over here. Here we go. Drop the D-Rest in the chat. D-Rest going nuts. Okay, here we go. Let me add this category. Yeah, exciting. How exciting is the featherweight division? I'll show the rankings in a second. How exciting would you say the featherweight division? Okay, drop the poll in the chat. 4 categories for every weight class. Damn. Okay, here we go. So featherweight looks like this. Alexander Volkanovski is the man of the featherweight division, and he is looking crazy good. Number 2 pound for pound fighter. Some argue he should be number 1. The excitement level of Alexander Volkanovski, well, I mean, He dominated Max Holloway. Wasn't an exciting fight. I don't know if it was necessarily exciting, but he did dominate. He was in a very exciting fight with Brian Ortega. Ortega's exciting. Holloway has his moments. Josh Emmett, well, that last fight wasn't very exciting, but Emmett has moments with his power. Yair Rodriguez has moments. His last fight was extremely exciting. Calvin could be up and down. Actually, Calvin's fairly exciting. Arnold Allen's exciting. Korean Zombie's exciting. Giga's fairly exciting. Bryce Mitchell, well, he's good. He's very good, but is he necessarily exciting? He's constantly dragging his opponents down. Evlov, Ige, Yusuf, Barboza, Burgos, Topuria at number 15. What do you think about the excitement level of the 145-pound weight class? Let me know in the chat. Moss made this confusing for dumb dudes. Well, it's not really that. I mean, it's literally spelled out in the poll. Thug Nasty, there he is. Someone brought him up before. He is in this weight class. Let's see if he makes some noise. Maybe as a prospect. Thug Nasty. Press my boy. I would buy the pay-per-view if Volk would step up to lightweights as Kurt Montgomery. You can be a lightweight and beat the shit out of a random heavyweight. What the fuck? Giga best up and Comer in the weight class, although his last performance wasn't very good. How did growing a beard change things for you? That's what men do, man. When I started the show, I didn't have a beard. There was no beard. And then I was like, I don't know, I need a powerful beard. So I grew a powerful beard within the first year of the show. My friends, especially the female friends, like, I don't know how I feel about that. Jesse likes the beard, though. But, yeah, and I just kept it. So I don't know if it really changed anything. Men grow beards to hide their face as they get older. I notice a lot of ugly people do that. I'm one of them. So I decided to hide my ugly face and grow a beard. It's pretty much, it's why men grow beards. It's like a, I mean, look at Guru, for God's sakes. Men grow beards to hide their ugly face. I mean, that's just how it works, right? This is how it works. So that's what we do. Especially guys that get older. They just cover their face up with a beard and let the beard do all the work. All right, let's look at the poll. Number 2. Okay, so this is not even a question. You guys are saying 2 is the vote for featherweight. Exciting, so it's in the top 2 over there. Okay, let's go. 40% say 2. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to end the poll. Okay, let's add 2 to flyweight. That's a good score for flyweight to start off. Excitement level 2. We move on to the next category. And okay, here we go. Ready? There we go. Okay. So the next category is depth in the 145-pound weight class. I feel myself, when it comes to depth, I think Bantamweight has more depth. But let's see what the chat says over here, because it's about the community. And you guys are going to vote to get it right here. Okay, depth at featherweight. We'll look at the rankings again. Just jumping in. What up, Chris? How you doing, Making Magic? Hope you're well. I'm doing good. I need a handlebar mustache. Had a beard on and off since I could grow one. This is the great Yosh. Zero Twister, how you doing? Jesus. Yeah, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. How you been, man? Hope you're doing well. T-Man in the chat. All right, so here's the depth over here. If you just jumping in, we're figuring it out tonight. We're going to get to the bottom of this. The best UFC weight class of 2022. We are going to find out when this show is done. We're going to find out what the community says is the best. And by the best, I mean in every category. Why is a specific weight class the number 1 weight class of 2022? We'll see how this thing goes. We're in the featherweight class right now. And we're going to roll over to the poll. Depth. Number 3. Interesting. I'll show the class again. So you got Holloway, Ortega, Emmett, Rodriguez, Cater, Allen, Korean Zombie, Chikadze, Mitchell, Evlov, Dan Ige, Yusuf, Barboza, Burgos, and Taporia. Top 15. I think 3 is fair. I wouldn't give it a 4. I think 3 is fair. I'm kind of with you guys. I can't really argue that. Okay, we'll leave it up here for a couple of seconds. I don't think it's going to really change much, but get some votes in. Who knows? It might change. Throw those votes in there swiftly and quickly. And then we'll move on to the next category. Get your votes in the chat. We're gonna figure it out, motherfuckers.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. I think we're good here. I think number 3 is where we're going to go in depth. So let's do it. Number 3, we added on in our ranking system to featherweight. 5 points. Okay, we move on to the next category. We're halfway home with the featherweight division. We go to champion Alexander Volkanovski. Oh, mamma mia. I think I know where this one's going to go. But let me throw it in there anyway. Featherweight, or maybe I'll be surprised. Now some... Whoa! Come on, D-Rest! What are you doing? Farting on Jesse? Yeah! Oh, man.
Fatback Kingdom is written by D-Rest in 1978. Fucking bumholes.
Wow, just dropped a $20 donation. Let's go. Fatback King Tim, as written by D-Rest in 1978. And he's calling Pulse a bum. Wow, thank you for the $20. D-Rest. D-Rest has gone cray-cray tonight. He has been going nuts, sprinkling donations throughout the stream. Thank you so much, D-Rest. Thank you again. Look at that. Attacking polls. All right, so yeah, I'm not surprised by this. So the featherweight champ, it looks like number 1 is where we're going with this. So I'll let the votes sink in. Featherweight champ, 1 being the best champ, 4 being the worst champ. And the champ is Volkanovski. I don't think we have to leave this up very long, but keep on voting. Do you like watching this guy fight? His skill level, everything about him. And when you think champion 2, marketability, like everything, you got to throw everything together as a champ. And I would say number 1, too. I think Volkanovski has really pulled it together nicely as the featherweight champ. So respect on Volk. I'm going to wait for the votes to get to like 50, and then we move to the next category. But get your votes in, and we'll move on. But thank you guys for participating. We're going to figure this out tonight. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to find out what is the best weight class 2022 of the UFC. That monk was a very wise man. Volk is going to be champ forever, says Yoda Twink. Damn. If you put your 4, you're a hater. Yeah, 4 would... yeah, that would be a hater for sure. Volk is a G. He's the best this far. I don't think Conor would have a chance. So 145 Conor versus Volkanovski. Man, oh man, if we could have that magical matchup when Conor was on the rise at 145, going for Jose Aldo, and Volkanovski was in the picture, that would have been something. But there's no way. Unless Volk goes up to 155 and there's some crazy fight. I mean, maybe that can happen, but there's really no way to talk about it. Well-rounded fighter, though. Volk, I mean, he can get out of situations on the ground. We saw with Ortega. He's got power. He's very smart with his fight IQ. His size, he's got an odd long reach for that compact body, which I think is a problem for people. So, yeah, Volk's an interesting character for sure. Okay, let's see. Where's the poll at? Oh, Jonathan. What's going on, Jonathan? All right, so they're going number 1 with this thing. Let's end this poll over here. Let's go, baby. Let's add 1. And then there's 1 more class. We move on to lightweight. We are cruising tonight. So that moves it at a 6. Oh, shit. Featherweight. I can't fucking believe this. Will featherweight, will it go past bantamweight? Dude, that's fucking crazy. That's like legit crazy to me. But all right, let's see how this thing works. We're going to go to prospects right now. Holy cow, this is a shocker. This is an absolute shocker. Wow. Okay, let's see where this thing goes. I'm already shocked, and we're like, we're not even halfway through the rankings, and I'm about to be blown away. All right, we're gonna go to prospects here. Let's see where this goes. 3 and 4. Okay. All right, drop the prospects. Wow. So if it's a 4, it's gonna be tied for bantamweight. But if it's anything under a 4, it surpasses bantamweight, which if you were to tell me before the stream that featherweight was going to be ahead of bantamweight, I would have been shocked. I would have been like, nah, it's not true. Featherweight's decent, but I don't think it's better than bantamweight. Okay, let's see prospects over here. Who do we got over here? I mean, Taporia is a legit prospect. I guess you go Burgess. Bryce Mitchell is a solid prospect, right? That's been coming up. Evlov, Arnold Allen. You know what? Prospects aren't bad. Yeah, they're not bad. Arnold's a beast. They're not terrible. Shit, I think featherweight might pass bantamweight. We'll see where this thing goes. Damn, man. Wow. If Conor dropped down to 145, it would be like Roy Jones Jr. when he was destroyed. I mean, I would love to see Conor somehow get back down to 145, but it's just that's like mythical shit. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's the way this dude's walking around, all buff and looks like he's roided up on horse meat.
Super chat.
Jonathan Joshua with the 10.
The king is here. Don't ever taunt my ego like that again, D-Rest. I'm in charge of donos. Know your place, Ginzo.
Wow. Well, Jonathan D-Rest made it rain tonight, but Jesus. Those are hard words by Jonathan. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. Absolutely wonderful. You are savage.
CBD.
Hey, we got some CBD.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Brother, is Pulse is very WW. Save the show.
Thank you, Mike H. And hey, don't worry about saves tonight. If you want to drop a donation, feel free. We were taking donations tonight for sure to support the show. We're going to keep going. We're just going to, we got this whole bit going tonight with the best weight classes. So we'll extend the show. We'll take some phone calls as well. You guys have been extremely generous tonight. And thank you, D-Rest, Jonathan, Lesbian Mike H. Everyone jumping in. The fake D-Rest, thank you very much. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I'm not even going to do save the show. We're just going to fucking keep going. It is way saved, but keep on donating if you want to interrupt the show. I appreciate that. Looking at the poll, and it looks like it's going to be confirmed here. It looks like featherweight will pass bantamweight as the best division of 2022. An upset already. Upset already before we're even halfway through. The people have picked featherweight. Wow. End the poll, add 3. So to see how this works here, we add 3 to the score. That is 9 now. And that moves featherweight past bantamweight. Holy cow. I did not expect that. Honestly, did not expect that. I'm shocked. I'm legit shocked right now. Just by a point, but it's enough to move him past the featherweight division, past bantamweight. Let's see where this night goes here. We're going to move to lightweight now. And boy, oh boy, we got some shocking things going on here with our polls. Let's go to lightweight, and maybe we'll get shocked even more. Lightweight, I thought, could be the one that takes it home tonight. I thought lightweight and bantamweight. I did not expect featherweight to jump in there. But let's see where these polls go. We're going to start off with exciting at lightweight, and I have a feeling I know where this one's going to go when it comes to excitement. But let's see what the chat says. Okay, here we go. and 4. Here we go. We're asking the community. Wow. This is a big one here. Ryan Sexton says lightweight will win. Okay. I thought they were either lightweight or bantamweight. Bantamweight's out. So we'll see. We will see. Now, if you want to look at the weight class, let me show you. The lightweight class, it is championless. No champions. Let's move this over here. No champs because of the miss of weight of Charles Oliveira. Now, technically, Charles is the champion. But here is your weight class. Let me scroll a little bit. You have Charles Oliveira. Now, excitement. Charlie's excitement. Dustin's exciting. Gaethje's exciting. Islam, people argue. I find Islam exciting. Some people don't find him exciting. I think he is. I don't know why people don't find him exciting. Michael Chandler is definitely exciting. Beneil Dariush. You don't get excited for a Beneil Dariush fight, but he is exciting. Like when he gets in there, he scraps. RDA scraps. Although that last fight, maybe not the most exciting, but he's usually a scrapper. Gamrot is crazy. Tony Ferguson. Fiziev is going to be moving up the rankings. Sarukian, McGregor. Hooker should not be there. Why is he there? Isn't Hooker like a flyweight now? Jalen Turner. Demir is I mean, Jesus. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that this weight class is going to be number 1 when it comes to excitement, at least. 76%. I don't even think we need to. We don't need to keep this thing on there. 76%. End the poll. Not even a question. 1 for lightweight. Okay, so lightweight's getting a good start here. Good start for lightweight. We move on to the next category, and that is depth. Depth. Okay, here we go. Let's put it over here. Lightweight. Let's get this poll up. Depth. Johnny, depth. Fairly deep, I would say. As I just went through the rankings there. The problem is this weight class, and here's like the biggest problem. This weight class just got super good when Khabib left. You know? That's the only reason why it got so good. It basically was, who's the next lamb to the slaughter? You know? As Khabib was just mowing everyone down. So Khabib leaves, and all of a sudden lightweight is just like, whoa, this weight class is amazing. But let's see, depth, get your votes in.
Super chat.
Yo, Jonathan, dropping a 50.
Ellie is college fun.
Come on!
School.
Put Ellie through college. Jonathan dropping a 5-0. Holy smokes. Woo! What? We're going tonight. We're going deep. We'll see how long. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a 4-hour show. I don't know. Damn. Thank you, man. That was really nice of you. You guys are fucking crazy tonight. You guys have been fucking kicking ass. Okay, here we go. Depth. Wow. 7. Oh, man. Lightweight might run away with this. Depth. 1 being the being very deep, and 4 being not deep. The depth of lightweight. Right now, 67% in first, 24 second, third, 4%, and 4 7%. Interesting. Just if you want to look at the weight class again, real quick over here. I think it's deep. Either 1 or 2 is acceptable, but I think it should be a 1. I think it's, ever since Khabib left, it just feels like no matter where you go, there's a problem. You know, you got the biggest fucking name in the sport, and still in the weight class.
Wonderful,
technically.
wonderful.
Lightweight has always been very deep. Just Khabib has bottlenecked the motherfucker. WW Jonathan, but toss them at Streamlabs if you want them to get more money.
True. Yeah, Streamlabs, we do get a bigger percentage, but hey, if it's easy to do super chat, so be it. Yeah. But thank you, man. Thank you, Sonosi. Appreciate that. Yeah, Streamlabs not for everyone because you got to go to click the link and go to another website. It's not that hard to do, but yeah, we do get a way bigger percentage as super chats are. You know, they do take a little more from YouTube. But thank you either way. Whatever's easiest, I don't care. I'll take anything.
That's why I wanted a fan, a sold-out crowd to walk out that tunnel, blow the roof off this place, and look over and see my son like, wow, Dad, that's you. And see the look on his face, wow, Dad. Wow, Dad.
Make me feel so proud, Daddy Cowboy.
Ah!
You make me feel so proud, Daddy Cowboy.
Want to sing along? Ready?
Don't cry, Daddy Cowboy, don't cry. You make me feel so proud,
And see the look on his
Daddy
face,
Cowboy.
wow, Dad.
This might be one of my faves.
Boogie Down Productions.
Boogie Down Productions. Thank you, D-Ra. Wow, D-Ra's still coming in hot. Let's go, baby. Daddy Cowboy. It does get stuck in your head. That song I probably sing the most out of all. I don't know why that song gets stuck in my head. It's not a very good song. But for some reason, I loop it in my head. All right, it looks like the poll has been taken care of here. 67% of the community going with 1. Let's end it up and let's add it to the board. Oh boy, lightweight should take this one tonight. Let's see, lightweight now at number 2. We go to champion. Now here's where it gets interesting because lightweight doesn't have a champion technically. Okay? Does not have a champion. So I got to be honest with you. Since it doesn't have a champion, that should be a severe knockdown in my opinion. But let's see what the chat says over here since there's no champion. Maybe you like no champion. I don't know. Lightweight. Okay. Let's put the poll up. Best to worst champ. It's tough to vote when there's no champion. So it should automatically be a 4. But I understand people like, Charles got screwed. He still missed weight. Let's see. And Charles as a champion's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. But there really is no champion. So I'm going to put the poll in there. And let's see what the people say. I'm curious where this vote goes. Charles basically champ scales were rigged. I don't know about that. I don't think about rigged. But the 0.5 thing, I could see the argument. Dustin is the champion. It's champless. Really. I got to be honest with you. Charles, and that's another thing. Ryan Sexton brings up a good point, too. Charles is nothing close to Habib. Can't root for the guy when he pets his belt like a dog. He's a loser. Would kick my ass, but not a fan of the champ. Okay, that's another thing, too. You have to take in consideration Charles Oliveira on a magical run. Charles Oliveira, very likable guy, I think, at least. Apparently, Ryan doesn't like him, but I think he's a likable guy. But when it comes down to it, you still have the Habib lurking. You know, Habib Nurmagomedov was so far ahead of the weight class. I still think Habib beats Charlie Olives, but let's see where the votes go. Curious to see. Goat Fuker's still number 1. All right, let's see where this poll's at. Okay, they don't care. The people don't care. They're like, well, no champ. Charles is still my champ, I guess. And they're still saying he's solid out of 1. Wow. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see where this thing goes. Damn, is this going to sweep 1s across the board? Holy cow. No champ, no care. Let's see. I put 2 because no champ, but Charles Oliveira is unofficial champ. Yeah, unofficially. I voted 4. I mean, I got to be honest with you, I would have probably voted 4 too because there is technically no champion. There's no champ at this weight class. So we should, realistically, we shouldn't even be voting. This should be an automatic 4. There is no champion here. But I feel like the fairest way to do this is still keep the numbers on there, let you guys vote and see what happens. I'm not trying to take anything from Charles Oliveira away. The UFC took it away. They took his belt away. So there's really nothing I can say. Technically, there is no champion at lightweight. But let's see what where the poll goes. And wow, they don't care. People don't care. The Papals are going with number 1. We're going to leave it up here for a couple more seconds. It looks like lightweight might run away with this thing. They should just give it to Conor. I don't acknowledge the UFC's ruling. When rules rob people, Olives didn't miss weight. Well, he technically did. He did. You have to be champion. See, I do think it's a problem. You know, people are saying scales and this and that. Everyone was weighing in on them things. I don't think they purposely made the scales a certain way to fucking boot him from the champion. I mean, Charles is a fine champion at 155. He's a solid dude. He's got the Brazilian audience. You know, I think the UFC is cool with Charles being the champ. So I don't think they fucking finagled the scaling. If you're 0.5 over, you're not championship weight. You know? But rules were made to be broken. Right, Conor? All right, we'll leave it up there for another second here. Thank you. We got Uncle Mike H has been a member for 27 months. 27 months. Oh, we haven't seen the Anzalone ride in a while. D-Rest tickling the OG. Anzalone. Michael.
Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend. Heart soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out trolls, welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Bust and grow, making bitches moan. On the timestamp throne while the chat room stone. Hold up, save the show, for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalone.
Wow, man,
Black
power.
yo mama pulse.
What the fuck? Wow, D-Res coming back in again, rocking the ends. Look at the beautiful ends. We haven't seen the ends fly in a while. Thank you, D-Res. Now, I'm about to do something here, chat. I don't think it's fair considering lightweight does not have a champion. I feel it should be an automatic 4. I saw someone in the chat say the same. Let me know, do you think we should make it an automatic 4 here? Because there is no champion. I might have to make an executive decision here at lightweight. I'm going to look at the poll again, and I don't know, man. People voting 1 with no champ. I don't know how I feel about this. So let me see in the chat. What do you think here? I might have to override the community because there is technically no champion at lightweight. Now I'm seeing a bunch of 4s in the chat. Lightweight could still win, but I don't think this is fair to the other champions that actually make weight. Do it, I'll live. Do it. Okay. I'm going to override. I'm overriding the community. Fuck the poll. I'm overriding. Now, listen. Lightweight could still win. Probably is going to still win. But I'm going to make an executive decision making lightweight 4. Even if Prospects is a 4 over here. Wow, shit, it can't be a 4. All right, this does even it out here. We're going to go to Prospects. We're going to Prospects. Put 3, not 4. There's no champion. I can't. There's no champion there. Prospects. We move on. The first override has been put in place. Will there be more? Probably not. Here we go. Lightweight. Let's put the last category in for lightweight. I still think it's going to hit number 1, to be honest. I don't think that's really going to hurt it. But let's see what the chat says. Lightweight. All right, the final category of lightweight. And then we're officially halfway through finding out what is the best weight class of 2022. Here we go. I'm adding it to the chat right now. Prospects. Now, we saw the lightweight division. Let's go like this. Okay. Prospects. Let's look at prospects over here. Demir Ismagulov. Jalen Turner. Pretty good prospects. Sarukian. Pretty good. I would say Fiziev is a guy up there that you could say is a pretty solid guy that you can consider a prospect coming in with his fuzzy hat. Gamrot, another one you could put in there. Solid. I don't know if it's better than welterweight, but it's pretty damn solid. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see what the chat says here. This could be very well a number one. See what the chat says. Gamrot a prospect. Conor is the prospect. McKinney next gen. McKinney does look damn good. He did lose last fight, but came in short notice. Give him a pass. Can you call Islam a prospect? I mean, I guess if you're going to call KHAMZAT a prospect, I guess you could. Got a lot of fights, but all right, fuck it. Who cares? That does boost it up for sure. McGregor could be a champ again. Islam is high rated, auto 4. 2 or 3 is a slow DK. So if you did throw a vote in, I want to know in the chat which number did you put in. Curious. But let's look at the poll. Oh, wow, we're interesting here now. Now we're getting really interesting. Lightweight prospects. We still have middleweight. We still have light heavy. We still have heavyweight. We still have welterweight to go. But prospects, wow, this is going to be a close one. We got Jessie. She's going to be jumping in here on a crazy night. Let's let this thing play out. Got a donation coming in.
Super chat.
Super chat, Jonathan.
I'm banned from Streamlabs. Jonathan Joshua has been a rather naughty boy.
You're banned from... How the hell did you pull that? Banned from Streamlabs. Boy, oh boy. Well, thank you, Jonathan Joshua. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Banned from Streamlabs. Let's move this over for Jesse.
What's going on?
Here we go. Usually not here for these streams. That's why.
Well, Moss, adjust the camera. I'm just going to say one thing real quick, Moss.
Yes.
Thank God for men for staying calm in stressful situations. I was thinking about it just like a second ago. It'll take 2 seconds. But how do men stay so calm in stressful situations?
Not all men stay calm.
Every man I've known has stayed calm. I had a very stressful situation regarding Ellie before the show. I'm not going to get into it, but it was very stressful and sent me into a panic. And Moss stayed calm the entire time. And I was just reflecting on this like a second ago. Like, how the fuck did you stay so calm in a situation like that? And then I was like, every man I've known probably would have stayed calm in a situation like that. But here I am like a fucking retard panicking.
Well, I read your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I read your shirt.
I'm just saying, thank God for you guys, because I don't know how you do it. Like,
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna panic, and then I was like, oh, your shirt says chill, so I'm not gonna panic now. No, I have some friends that freak out. I have someone in my family.
I feel like you would freak out, but this time you just did so well, and it was like the perfect. Was it yin and yang? You're the perfect yin to my yang.
No, here's the thing. If I want to freak out about something and you're already freaked out, I have no option but to stay calm. There's no, I can't start freaking out too.
It helped incredibly because it calmed me down faster.
Yeah.
Anyways, men are they're like superheroes sometimes, guys.
We're superheroes, guys.
I think women sometimes take you guys for granted.
That's right. That's right.
Anyways.
Remember that. Remember that, ladies.
All right, just don't let it get to your head.
It's not every situation, though. I know situations. Like, for instance, my parents. My mom's the calm one.
It's true.
My dad's goes crazy.
It is true.
Okay. So we're doing something here. We're actually trying to figure out what the best weight class. Now, let me ask you this, Jesse. Are you surprised that featherweight is above bantamweight?
So explain this to me. I don't understand what. Can you explain this whole graph to me that you've
this
got
is
going
what, when
on
you
here?
were screaming and yelling, this is what I was putting together.
Yeah, this is what I was in a panic.
I was
like,
trying to
Chris,
figure out the
focus.
logistics of this.
Okay.
I didn't think it completely through because I was getting screamed at.
Okay.
So basically what we're doing is we're breaking it down to like 4 categories. Okay, each weight class, 4 categories.
Okay.
The categories are exciting, depth, the champion, and prospect.
Okay.
Okay. That's where we're breaking it down. It's a number system, and then at the end of the day, the person with the weight class with the lowest number will move up the ranking.
So you're doing 1 through 4 for each category?
Yes. Right now we're in the final one.
And then
of
you just
lightweight.
tally.
Yeah, I'm going to tally it up.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Okay.
So let's get this in. Wow, look at this. So as we were yapping, lightweight prospect has moved up to number 1 at 43%. I'm going to count down from 5. Get your votes in here. 43% voting 1, and then we move on to welterweight. This is a massive vote that has been thrown in. People love the prospects at lightweight. Lightweight has almost swept the board. I had to make an executive decision to jump in.
Okay.
People love lightweight at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 1.
Can I vote on this?
You sure can.
I gotta open my JBM account. Hold on.
Wow. Okay, so we add 1 here. We put 7. I don't know how it's going to be possible for a weight class to beat. Now, a weight class could tie lightweight. Well, actually, yeah. You know what? If it's a ones across the board, they will beat lightweight. But I don't know if welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight can do it. Right now, lightweight number 1, featherweight number 2, and bantamweight number 3. Flyweight number 4, I'm not shocked by that. But bantamweight at number 3 shocks the hell out of me. So I think that's where the story's going to be. Bantamweight could be fucking at the bottom of the barrel. That's crazy. Such a stacked weight class has dropped.
I'm not surprised.
It's interesting.
I could give or take the bantamweight division. Like, when there's a bantamweight fight coming up, I'm not like, oh, God, are you guys excited to see that? Not at all.
I don't understand. Well, you weren't here as I broke it down, though. It's... When you look at the rankings, you're like, wow, it's a good weight class. Like, it's really solid.
I just see lightweight has 7?
Yeah.
Isn't 7 lower?
No. So we're going lowest number is the highest. So
okay, lowest
yeah, I'll show you the
best.
ranking
Gotcha.
system.
Okay, sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah, and for the new
Lowest
people
is the
jumping in,
best.
as I'm explaining it to Jesse, you can kind of latch onto it as well. So the next weight class is going to be welterweight. And this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to put welterweight in the poll.
Right.
Actually, you know what? Do you want to write the polls?
If you give
You're
me
probably
the
quicker than me.
Yeah, I can do it if you give me the keyboard.
Welterweight. Actually, I'll do it. It's been going fairly smoothly. And we're going to start off with exciting, okay?
1 being the most, first being the least.
That's correct. So I'm going to put it here, here.
Gotcha.
Okay. I feel, so the reason why I'm doing it this way is the polls in the chat vote away. The reason why I'm doing it this way is if I do them head-to-head against each other, I feel like bias is going to pull people in a certain direction. So
pretty exciting. It's a tough one.
All right, Jesse's voting as well.
Welterweight. It's not a terrible division to watch.
I'm going to show the weight class right now.
The fights are always entertaining to me, so I'm going to go 1.
Wow. 1 in excitement.
I did it.
Wow, Jesse goes 1 in excitement. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Now, keep in mind, you have the pound-for-pound guy.
Right.
The number 1 pound-for-pound who has progressively gotten more exciting with his title defenses. So credit for that. You have one of the craziest personalities in Colby Covington. There at number 1 ranked, excuse me. Leon Edwards, not very, I mean, I don't find Leon exciting. He's very good.
Leon versus Usman would be pretty exciting.
I don't find him very exciting. But I find Khamzat extremely exciting.
Ugh.
I find Burns, wait, you don't find Khamzat exciting?
Not at all. Sorry. I'm going to burst a lot of bubbles right now.
What?
But I could go my whole life without watching another Khamzat fight.
Wait a second.
I'm good.
He was literally
I have no interest.
in talks of fight of the year.
Gag me with a spoon. I could go my whole life without watching another Khamzat fight.
Okay, I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to let her sit here and ferment in this take. Have at it. I'll be right back.
It's okay if some people are offended. I understand if you get your little panties in a twist, but not Khamzat is not an ingredient for everyone's recipe. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, he's just not an ingredient for my recipe. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I do like IZZY. Jesse Grant. Hater alert? Maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. Let me just... Listen, he's a good fighter. I get the allure. I get the hype. I get the following of the typical MMA fan. But, I just don't buy into it. And it's weird because I'm like the first person who buys into hype trains. I bought into Darren Till. I mean, IZZY wasn't a hype train leading in. He kind of proved himself. But in the beginning, I guess you could say he was a hype train. I bought into that shit. Like, I love hype trains. I'll jump on that shit in a second. But not Khamzat. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I just don't fucking, I don't know. Like, I'm just not interested in the dude. I get bored watching him. I don't think that he has, I gotta be careful what I say here because it's gonna bite me in the ass. I personally just feel that he is not an exciting fighter and he doesn't have that it factor for me as a fan to be able to what's the word I'm looking for, guys? There's a word I'm looking for, and I'm trying to be very, very careful with my words because there's probably a lot of Khamzat lovers in the chat, but he's just not my style, guys. He's not my style. I can't watch him. I find him extremely boring. And I think he's a ripoff of both Conor and Khabib. I don't think he's original at all. Had he been a little more original and wasn't ripping off a bunch of other fighters, then maybe I would be a little more interested in the whole hype. But I feel like he picked pieces out of other people's games and he made it his own, and I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. Like, there's no originality. There's no, like, feel-good vibe about him that I'm getting. So, listen, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. I'm not going to fucking lie to you guys and be like, oh, he's the best thing in the world. He's not. All right? He's not the best thing in the world. Get over yourselves. Jesus Christ, why am I trying to suck you guys off and make you feel good about your choices and believing in Khamzat Chimaev? Get over yourselves. For fuck's sake, you're grown-ass men. God. Y'all just send my anxiety skyrocketing. Level 10 now. That's not even an option on your polls.
All right. Did you address Fight of the Year contender?
Negative.
I mean, if a guy's Fight of the Year contender, yeah.
That smells delicious.
If a guy is Fight of the Year contender, I had to get him a coffee. You have to think he's exciting. I mean, I don't understand. How do you not think that guy is exciting?
I tried to explain it, but then I was like stepping on toes, and then I was like, fuck this. I don't care about stepping on your toes. But then I don't know. I'm just good. I'm good talking about the conversation. I'm just saying he's not my style.
All right, what about Shavkat Rakhmonov?
I could care less.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I could care less, Moss. And this is coming from a Russian fighter lover.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
All right, so the people at welterweight, oh, man, this is back and forth. It's 36%, 1 and 2. All right, let's get the votes in. We're going to have to close this poll down. We have more weight classes to do here. This is a very important one because welterweight has a chance to be in trouble against the lightweight division here. 36% apiece. I'm going to count down from 5, Jesse. And whatever we land on, we stay with. 68 votes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's a stalemate, Jesse. Whenever it moves to, oh boy, what's it going to be? What is it going to be, Jess? What'd you vote for?
I said 1.
Up, it went to number 2. All right. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Okay, so welterweight starting off with a 2. Not terrible. Not terrible. Okay. Now we go to depth. The depth of the weight class. Okay. I can't get over the Khamzat thing. I'm like, I think you have completely shocked the answer. Even if you hate him, you know he's exciting.
Listen, I'm well aware that I probably pissed off about 90% of the chat. I get it. You know?
Who's more exciting, Khamzat or Khabib?
Khabib.
Khabib's more exciting than Khamzat.
Listen, what do you expect me to say, Moss?
Okay. Just wondering.
That's a setup question. You can't ask me that question. But
okay. Who's more exciting, Izzy or Khamzat?
I can't control your feelings.
Okay, all right, here's an honest question though. Izzy or Khamzat?
Izzy.
Izzy's more exciting than Khamzat.
Yeah.
Is there an eject button? Can I eject you from the studio immediately? Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, that's what we have you here for. It's two different opinions. Okay, get your votes in. Curious what you guys think about this one. We're going to depth of welterweight. Let's look at the weight class here. Jesse throws a whole monkey wrench into this whole thing.
Like I said, I can't control your feelings. If you're gonna get all pent up like a little bitch, then I'll take back my compliments about men.
Okay, all right. I'm not upset. Why are you going after me? I'm not upset.
No. I said I pissed off about 90% of the chat.
They're not pissed. They're just debating with you.
Well,
they disagree, Jesse. That doesn't mean they're mad.
Well,
all right, so depth. Colby Covington, Leon Edwards, Khamzat Chimaev, the most boring fighter in the world, Gilbert Burns, Bilal Muhammad. Who's more excited, Bilal Muhammad or Khamzat Chimaev? Are you really thinking about this?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry, I missed half of it.
Khamzat Chimaev or Bilal Muhammad?
Oh, excuse me, Khamzat.
Okay, thank God. I was about to punch you in the face.
And then half in this when you asked the question.
I was about to crack you. Okay, so, all right, so depth of this weight class. What do you think? You have Michelle Pereira at 15.
Define depth.
Depth would be like, I mean, it's the depth of the weight class. I don't know. What's another word, a synonym for depth, or not synonym? What's a
greatness? I don't know.
No, so basically you go from 1 to 15 and all the way down to 15 you have competitive athletes. You don't know what depth means? Never heard of it.
I understand what depth means. I just don't know how you're trying
Not
to
depth,
interpret
depth.
it. I said depth.
Yeah, I think you said depth. Okay, go ahead.
I just don't understand how you're trying to imply it into this.
Yeah, so like the depth pool, so contenders, like they're saying, like people that a competitive weight class. You know, it's not like top heavy where the top 5 guys are great and everyone else sucks.
Okay.
Like you can go down 15 and be like, hey, I can make an argument that person could be a champion.
Okay. Depth of welterweight.
Not depth. Depth.
I said depth.
Strength, yeah. Strength of the weight class.
All right. Depth of welterweight. Let's see here.
Okay, there you go. Look at him. Jeff Neal Magny. Kind of falls apart there.
It's pretty deep, Moss.
Yeah, Chiesa.
You got Pereira at number 15.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest with you. Chiesa, Magny, Neal, and I like Lin Jinglili, but I mean, look what Khamzat did to him.
Where's my poll? I gotta vote, Moss.
Oh, where'd the poll go?
Where's my poll?
I don't know.
Aw, shootsies, I can't vote.
So do it on your phone. Do it on your phone. I don't know, it popped off there, but it's still up here. Everyone should still have it. So depth, people are saying 2 so far. I'll leave it up so you can get your vote in.
1 being very deep, 4 being not deep. Okay, voted.
What'd you vote? Which number?
I'm not saying anymore because you guys are too critical.
That's what we're here for. We're here to debate. It looks like 2 is going to run away with this thing. So what did you have?
I had 2.
2? Okay. I think 2 is fair. Honestly, 2 or 3. I'm going with. But 2, okay. We'll go with 2. No need for drama. We move on to the next category. So let's add 2. So it's at a 4 right now. It's in play to be in a lightweight situation. Now, lightweight's at 7. We have limited numbers to work with here. We're going to go with champion. Now, I think I know where this is going to go with champion. But people are not fans of this guy. He just so happens to be the pound-for-pound number 1. Let's see where the chat goes. This might be another shocker. Who knows? But champion. What would you vote with champion?
Are you saying champion compared to all the other champions?
What's that?
Like the best
the strength
compared
of champion.
to all the other champions?
Hold on. Let me put the poll in so you can understand. The strength of the champion.
See, you
Jesse.
have to be specific about these
things. I am
things,
I can't be more
1 being the best champ and 4 being the worst. So compared to all the other champs is what you're saying.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying as a champion. Like the best champ that could possibly be. The best champ ever versus the worst.
Compared to?
It's not a comparison. Oh my God,
If there's
Jesse.
a best or a worst, there's a comparison.
You're destroying this bit. Like you're literally just
trying to understand so I know
dropping your
what vote
pants
to make.
and shitting on a bit. Like we're an hour and 35 minutes into this bit, and you just come in and shit on it.
That's nice of you.
Just, I don't know, whatever you want to think it is. But I'm saying best champion. So I'm thinking is the top of the heap, which, I mean, Kamaru Usman is the #1 pound for pound guy. So I don't even think it's a question what it should be the number. That's my opinion. But who knows? Other people would differ in opinion. So I don't know. This experiment is almost as disastrous than last night's stream.
I was just asking questions. I don't know what's wrong with asking a question.
Well, the problem is when I give you answers and it's not satisfactory and you keep on asking questions.
I'm just
I think
trying
that's
to
when
understand.
All right. Do you understand it a little bit better now?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. What are you guys voting here? Like I said, I think I know where it's going to go. But there are a couple of shockers in there that I'm looking at. Some people say he sucks. He's 4. He's 4 as the champion. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Now this is gonna help welterweight, and it's gonna make it very interesting on the last one. Usman, Kamaru Usman, the welterweight champion. The best champ would be #1. The worst champ would be #4. All right, we'll leave it up there for a couple more seconds. What did you vote, Jess?
3.
3? Now what? Why'd you vote 3?
I don't think he's the best champ.
Who would be the best?
Other, but I'm comparing to other champs, so I'm probably not even answering the question based on what you want because you won't answer.
So who would be the best? Just as a champion. Don't think of anyone else. Just think as a champ.
I'm comparing him to other champs.
Don't compare.
The best champ.
Okay.
I say he's a 3.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You're entitled to your vote.
Izzy's #1. And, you know, you got Ngannou, Volkanovski. These are good champs.
So you would take Volkanovski over Kamaru?
No, I would take Kamaru over Volkanovski. I'm just pointing out good champs.
You would take Ngannou over?
Yes, I would. I would.
Okay. You're making it harder than it needs to be. I think so too. It's all right. No, listen, you're hey, it's a poll. So it doesn't matter. Whether your opinion we agree or not, it doesn't matter. That's why we have the poll here. So
that's
we need
why you're
people
making retarded faces when I answer your questions?
I'm trying to wrap my head around I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. All right, so you're in the 12%. So 12% of the community, including you, are in the same boat. So you do have people that agree with you, Jess. So don't feel upset.
I'm not upset. I just don't want to answer any more questions because you make me feel like I don't belong here, Moss.
All right. That's not what the intent is. All right. So the poll sitting #1. It looks like that's where we're going with this. We'll leave it up. I don't think it's going to sway from this. All right. So people are going with #1. Let's end the poll. All right. Now it gets really interesting. Okay. I like this. Jesse. So this could get even more shocking than anything. I was super shocked that featherweight. Would you say featherweight's a better weight class than bantamweight?
As a whole?
Yeah, just all together. Everything taken into consideration. Everything. Would you say featherweight's better or bantamweight's better than featherweight? Do you need to look at the rankings? I know you came in a little late, so I could.
No, I'm pretty familiar with both divisions.
I don't even have to think about this. This is wild that you're thinking about it.
I mean, I don't like bantamweight. I have a very biased decision. Like, I could give or take bantamweight at all. But featherweight fights I could watch. Like,
would you consider the lighter weight classes more like women's MMA? Be honest.
All of the light. I mean, once you get to lightweight, then it's a little more interesting to watch.
So like 135,
145,
125, 145. That's women's weight classes.
Yeah, but I could watch like Volkanovski and Holloway. I could watch them, but I just like I don't know.
People think your way.
155 and up is usually my forte. I'm just being honest.
Let me just make this very clear. I think bantamweight is the best weight class. Like
I disagree.
I think bantamweight, when you take everything into consideration, I think that my problem is Aljo. That's where it knocks down. That's where lightweight might pull ahead.
He's not a deal breaker or anything like that.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm just saying. I am on the fence with Aljo. I don't hate Aljo. I don't love Aljo. I'm just kind of like there. You know what I'm saying? So Aljo knocks it down a little bit for me, but I do like the rest of the weight class. I enjoy bantamweight. I think it's stacked. So lightweight might be a little bit ahead for me.
Lightweight and up is usually pretty interesting.
But it doesn't matter, Jess, because right now, we have one more category for welterweight. Welterweight could be number 1 over lightweight, over bantamweight, over featherweight and flyweight. Here we go. It's going to go down to this here before we move on to middleweight. One more category for the welterweight, and it's prospects. Okay, Jesse, you ready to vote? Welterweight. The longest bit of all time. But we're going to go through with this. We're all in now. We can't turn back. We're going to get to the bottom
You
of
could
this.
just click 3 times on prospects and it'll highlight the whole sentence.
Maybe.
Just so you know.
I don't know. It's all right, though. I think we're moving at a reasonable pace here. Let's go like this and like this. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. The final category is prospects at welterweight. To refresh the memories of the peoples, let me throw it over to the list here. Now, Kamaru Usman's the champion. We know that. When we're looking at prospects, who will we consider as a prospect? Khamzat Chimaev, I would say. Shavkat Rakhmonov. 2 just fucking studs. And then Michel Pereira. Sean Brady is a solid one. He's fighting Muhammad. He's a solid prospect. Other than that, I mean, what, 3 maybe in the top 15? Now, there are others outside the 15. I won't say my vote.
DK, what's the deal, bro? Aren't we all entitled to our own opinions, even if you don't agree? If everyone agreed with Slow DK's opinion, then it wouldn't necessarily be an entertaining poll, right? Like,
this could be interesting.
I don't have to agree with everything that you think, and vice versa. You gotta lighten up, dude. You're a dude, right? I was just complimenting dudes on being so chill and laid back. Don't be the guy that reminds me of women. Don't be that guy.
This is weird for me because I do like Khamzat and Shavkat. I think those guys are just studs. Like, when I'm thinking prospects, those are the first 2 that jump in my head. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I can't wait to see those guys fight again. The problem is, that's 2. Sean Brady has that big back and he likes to wrestle and shit like that and whatever the hell he's doing. But still, I don't find him exciting. You know, like his last fight was kind of meh for me. I know you're not a big Khamzat fan or a Shavkat fan, but I find them 2 exciting prospects. The problem is, I don't think there's many. You know, like it's like kind of top heavy. Like, okay, we got these 2 guys, that's great. And then other than that, you know, Michel Pereira, he looks good. He does. He's solid. He's a big dude at 170. Can be exciting, or he can just be just a guaranteed decision.
I give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. It's either 3 or 2 for me. Did you vote?
I did.
Okay, and you gave it a 3?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what the holes say. It's weird. This weight class, I don't give it a 1. I don't.
Not at all.
Just because of, I mean, well, the community disagrees. Look at this. Holy cow. All right, we're going to leave this here for a sec. The community, 33% are giving it a 1 welterweight. Wow. Wow. I say 2 or 3. That's what I say. Actually, 2. I'm gonna go solid with my 2. Because I do love those 2 guys, man. Holy cow. Wow. That we have seen some really shocking stuff tonight on these polls. This is definitely throwing me for a loop. I'm glad I did this now.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's not as clear cut.
On the subject of depth, it's now how deep you fish. It's how you wiggle your worm.
That's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. By the way, you missed it. D-Rest went fucking crazy on donations. Jonathan went crazy. So we're not doing Save the Show. We're just going.
I was wondering why there was no time on the clock.
Yeah, like they went fucking, I didn't even eat dinner. And I'm like, what the hell, man? They donated so much. So we're just going to keep going.
I didn't even do the dishes.
Okay, hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. We got $1.85 in here. This is a very important one. This could pull welterweight into first position. I am legit shocked that it's 1. But I guess when you have Khamzat Chimaev and Shavkat Rakhmonovs, the Sean Brady's, Michel Pereira's, I guess those guys are enough to give it a 1. Very, very shocked. 65 in the vote section.
Welterweight prospects being the best for being the worst.
Okay, here we go. Is there an executive decision? I'm shocked. So I'm not going to override this one. I have to keep this fair. But boy, oh boy. They're about to bump lightweight down. Welterweight.
Just
I'm shocked.
Us.
Okay, here we go. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welterweight has a near perfect score at 6, moving past lightweight. My goodness. I am shocked. Shocked. So what does this mean right now? Kamaru Usman being the pound-for-pound best champion, I guess it makes sense. He's at the best weight class so far. We still have 3 more weight classes to go, and this is a wild one here. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Either we're all high or drunk, or maybe this is just how it is. How the fuck is welterweight better than lightweight?
I agree.
I don't know, JJ.
Lightweight should be better.
What about bantamweight being number 4? What the fuck?
Bantamweight should be lower.
I mean, what the hell?
Bantamweight should be last place.
This is like the crack show. All right, this is why you got to tune in, man. You never know. Nothing is guaranteed in life as we go to the middleweight. There are 3 weight classes left, 4 categories in each weight class. We're going to get to the bottom of this, the 2022 best UFC weight class. Holy crap. Here we go, Jess. Here we go.
Here's my weight class, guys.
Jess's ones across the board. Okay, here we go. Middleweight. I can't believe this. Man, this is a drawn-out process, but I think it's paying off. It's not making everyone happy. I got to be honest with you. I'm not happy about it because I think it's wrong. But what do I know?
Okay, I'm ready to vote.
Okay, here we go. Let me put the categories
Middleweight,
in.
I'm going to say, is the...
Second. Okay, asking the community.
Out of 1 to 4, 1 being the most, 4 being the least, I'm going to say middleweight is the most exciting weight class.
Do you honestly believe that?
I believe it. Right now, it is the most exciting weight class.
Okay, let me...
We're talking in terms of present, correct? Like right now.
2022.
It is the most exciting.
Okay, all right. Now, let me move this over. Are you just... If Izzy was... That means if Izzy wasn't the champ...
Then Whitaker would be champ.
Okay, but hear me out here. If Izzy wasn't the champ, you still think this weight class is so exciting. It's the best weight class out there that it blows away all the other weight classes. Think about this.
No.
Okay, all right. So you're missing the point here. We're talking about weight class. We're not just saying, hey, let's suck Izzy off for 4 categories here. We're talking about the actual weight class.
I have to sway the polls in any way I can for my boy, Moss.
All right, champion, knock yourself out.
There's
but
like
we're talking weight class. Okay.
I can be one person swaying the votes.
Okay, exciting weight class. Robert Whitaker, Jared Cannonier, Marvin Vittori, Derek Brunson, Paulo Costa, Alex Pereira, Sean Strickland, Jack Hermanson, Darren Till, Andre Muniz, Kelvin Gastelum, Uriah Hall, Nazardine Imavov, Duplessis, Tavares. Jesse, are you on crack?
Maybe.
Do you still want to say 1?
JB, I'm talking like Joe Biden.
Are you crazy? Oh, my God. Now, listen, we had Gregory Rodriguez on, who is unranked. Chris Curtis is unranked. So when you're talking out of rank guys, we got some excitement here. But right now, 2022, we're looking at the top 15. Help me out here, guys. Where are we going with this? You're saying number 1? You made your vote? Yeah. I'm probably going 4. Actually, you know what? Oh, fuck. No, I'm not going 4. I'll go 3. I'm probably going to go 3. Let's see where the chat's going. Yeah, I'd probably go 3 on this one. I can't go 4. That just seems wrong. But let's see. All right, yeah, so the community.
You guys suck.
Jesse said the 18%. Yeah, I feel like 3 is really fair.
I should start roasting you guys for having different opinions than me.
But Jesse, I just went through that list. I mean, come on. There have been fights where we've been screaming, you know, with fighters fighting that we were like, oh my God, when is this going to end? Oh boy. All right, so I'm going to leave this up here for a second. Let's get some comments from the chat. Let's see what the people say. What are you saying in the chat?
3 all day says slow DK. Sanosi says, do it. Go ahead. Do it. Moss, what did we just watch? Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
By the way, I think next year, 2023, middleweight, I'm going to make a prediction. Next year, 2023, middleweight will be top 2 in weight classes.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm saying top 2. I know you're going to say
1,000%.
because Izzy, but I think middleweight. Once we get those unranked guys swooping in, I think middleweight is going to be one of the best weight classes next year, 2023. Right now, not so much. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's decent. But next year, mark my words, middleweight's going to be a whole different situation.
Do it.
I truly do believe it.
Do it.
Okay, let's see what the chat says.
Let's see. With Strickland dead, middleweight is fooked, says Young Fatty. Ryan says the most entertaining classes right now are lightweight and welterweight. West Coast is laughing in the chat. Ann says scream, then JB or Jesse, LOL. Muggle weight, says J Doe. Ryan kills 100%. The unranked guys will not pan out. Do it, says Sanosi. Middleweight will never be Anderson Silva's middleweight again. When Till gets his shit together, it will light up. What? No.
No, it won't.
Slow DK.
I like the optimism.
And I like Darren Till.
Darren Till is going to be cornering Curtis, which is kind of cool. What do you think about that?
Oh, I thought you were just making up a name.
Chris Curtis.
He's going to be a cornering
he's cornering.
Curtis.
It's legit.
Yeah. No, but did you? Never mind. Forget it. Middleweight equals most boring fights is toe cutter. West Coast says walk forward with chin up. Says, I already said West Coast. Go Figure says I'm the best. D Mula says, why will middleweight change next year, bruh? Because of Alex Pereira.
I do truly think that the guys unranked coming in there, I don't know. I think eventually Izzy will be tested in a point. I think Pereira is a big test for Izzy. I think things are gonna get shaken up next year. I do. Even with Izzy still as the champ, I feel like the competition is going to tighten up a little bit better. Izzy's lapped everyone up top, so we need a little cleansing. But right now, number 3, I'm with you guys. All right, let's end this poll. I think that's fair. It's pretty heavy on the 3. So middleweight is going to have a tough time being one of the top weight classes. But let's see. We just have 3 more categories to go. The lower the number, the higher the ranking is how this is going to work out. We're going to go to depth now. Okay? Mm-hmm. Depth. Now, I showed you you want to look at the rankings one more time. Middleweight. Okay, here we go. Let's add the depth category here. Now, it's 1 to 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst. In depth. Depth. We'll take some phone calls if you guys are still awake after this. All right, here we go. Adding it in. I'm going to make, now if people like this, maybe we'll do it once a year. If people like this, I'll make a better graphic and I'll tighten the whole thing up. But
sounds good, Moss.
This is thrown together. What do you think so far? It's a long, drawn-out stream.
I like it. Yeah, it's a little long, but I like it.
I think it's good because we can really, I don't know. I'll find a way to tighten it up. I literally threw it together 5 minutes before we went live. So
it's a good concept you got going on here, Moss.
Yeah, I got to work on it. But okay, so top 15. Ryan, you like it? Okay, cool, man. I like the interaction with the chat. I think it's fair for the most part. If we break down the division in different categories, maybe we'll add more categories.
Depth.
I don't know.
1 being very deep, 4 being not deep.
So here's my problem. Izzy lapped a lot of these guys. So that's an issue for me. You go down a little lower. You're still finding guys Izzy fought and Gastelum. I don't find it very deep until these unranked guys get in there. So I'm 3 or 4 on this. I don't know. What are you saying?
I give it a 3.
A 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like it might hit a 3 again. Let's look at the poll. Let's see. Whoa, 3 and 4. Pretty close. Let's let it sit there. We're going to ask the chat what you think. We're at middleweight. Now, if you haven't hit the like button, hit that fucking like button. Ariel's chatting away in the background. You want to pat him on the head for me? He's so cute. Look, he's adorable.
I don't know why this just reminded me, real quick while we wait for the results to come in, Moss. Ellie waves now, and it's the cutest thing in the world because she doesn't just kind of like, she doesn't have the limp hand, when people are waving. she has like a very stiff hand and she does this. And it's the cutest thing in the world. And she does it like every 2 seconds now. She just waves to people. She just goes.
It's funny.
So freaking cute.
Yeah, she can't just like go like this. She's got to wave her whole
she
arm.
She stiffs her whole
Kind of
hand.
like Forrest Gump when he's waving
and she goes like this.
When he's waving at the boat, he's like.
It's so cute.
She might be a little slow. I don't know.
Can't get. No, don't say that. She's just learning.
No,
she's learning how
to.
to.
I'm kidding.
It's so cute. She goes like this.
Yeah, she's like little Forrest Gump.
She's hilarious. She also hugs now too. She loves giving hugs, and when she's hugging, she goes, "Ah."
I want to ask you a question, Jesse. This has nothing to do with Ellie.
I know, sorry.
But I was thinking
it
about.
It just reminded me when I patted his head.
I was thinking about Ariel over your shoulder, and Drunk put this out on the Twitter at the MMA-Holes. Give us a follow. Drunk's doing a great job over there. But Ariel Helwani today. So he didn't have the chat in his last stream. Today his chat is open. Members only.
Yeah,
now,
I heard that.
We've done members only for like one fight on a card every once in a blue moon. We've never really done members only streams. Maybe one day we'll do it for, like bonus streams or something. But as a regular show doing members only, unless you got like millions of fucking subscribers or some shit like that, like I don't know, you got to be like a superstar to do that.
I'm not going to kill the guy. Here's the thing.
You got to be a superstar.
Here's my humble opinion.
You think what the fuck?
As always, people might not agree. I understand he's making his money, and they are a very well-established name in the MMA media industry. However, everyone's looking for that extra check. Everyone's, especially during inflation and all that shit, everyone's got to make money somehow. And if signing up members on YouTube is the way to do it because that's the new and improved way that people are consuming their content, then why would you not capitalize on that? Even as a big, mega name in media, I would fucking do it. Like, if I was the CEO of MMA Mania or MMA Fighting or Vox or whatever, my ass would be on that shit too. I'd be like, this is how smaller people are making their money. Let's jump on it. And let's capitalize it and consume it.
I feel like I
get it.
Like when you have H3, who has like 50,000 people watching at once or some shit like that. Like he's got like an absurd amount of people watching. Then there's no way around it because the chat's AIDS anyway. It's just flying.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not greedy. It's 1,000% very greedy.
Ariel's chat is very legible at full. Now there's a lot of AIDS comments in there. If you want to do subscriber only, fine. But members only at this stage of the game, I feel like is going too quick, like in every stream. If you're doing it as like a bonus segment, like you have a guest on, you want to do members only, okay. But the whole show.
Well, what kind of gears me off is this. They don't even read the chat. That's what bothers me. Is like, yeah, they're charging these people money to be in their chat, and it's like they don't even fucking read it. They don't give a shout out to anybody who's in that chat. They're not saying, hey, what's up, damn savage? How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us in the chat. They're not fucking doing that shit. So it's like, Jesus Christ, like you're giving them free money, dude. You're not getting anything out of it. I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense. But whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not saying it's not greedy. It's very, very greedy. But
listen, I'm all about making money. I get it. You need money to survive. So I understand that. But this is Vox.
Yeah, it's
this
pretty
is
greedy.
Fucking Vox Media we're
doing.
talking about here. MMA Fighting, Vox Media, to fucking charge people to chat on YouTube. When you're Vox Media, if we're like a shit show like ours and we're dying and we need some fucking money in some sort of way, okay, this is Vox Media. This is a mega fucking company.
Yeah.
Just nickeling and diming their viewers. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a bad look for sure, but
it doesn't look good. And Ariel's nose is just getting bigger as the money's coming in. The schnoz is just growing.
Well, it's probably not Ariel's decision.
I texted Chris Curtis. I said, ask Ariel about members only chat, and he just started dying laughing. Yeah. I caught him after, though. I didn't know he was on yet. So like, I wish I would have got Chris beforehand, because I think Chris would ask him. Like, I think he would flat. He don't give a fuck.
By the way, I'm seeing all the compliments coming in. I do see them. Thank you guys so much for the compliments. It's very nice of you.
For what?
They're complimenting our show and saying, that we read the chat and that they like our show and things like that. So
listen, there's going to come a time where our chat's completely AIDSy. When we do our fight reactions, it gets a little wild, so you guys get lost in the shuffle. So we do have members only to kind of stand out, but not exclusively. I mean, you have to have like a gazillion people watching to be like, okay, then you can justify something like that. But come on, Ariel, what are we doing? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Anyway, but thank you guys. Yeah, like Jesse said, thank you for the compliments. Appreciate that. What were they saying before that? I can't
You
remember.
just went on this rampage about Ariel and I jumped on it. I don't know.
I was saying
It's like-
something. I was going somewhere and I just lost my whole train of thought. Let's get back to the. I can't remember what the fuck I was saying.
I gotta go.
I was gonna make fun of something. Alrighty, let's look at this.
Oh,
so
Moss, you turned it. Wait,
what?
turn that off.
What?
That pole. I was flexing and showing off my nice biceps as you put the pole on. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fucking look at this, guys. Look at what I've been working on while Moss is gone at the gym. He doesn't even know. Look at that shit. Oh, God, you're fucking shit. Look at the veins popping out of those biceps, baby.
Now, as Jesse's flexing, I do want to thank the people that just are members just to be a member in the chat, that just want to support the show out of the kindness of their hearts. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. I mean, listen, the fact that you guys do that just for a silly badge and emojis means the world to us. So I do appreciate you guys doing that. I do definitely. And maybe down the road we'll do some exclusive content for you guys to give you guys more. But seriously, thank you so much for that.
Chicken arms, JJ.
Anyway.
This is the shit. Oh, you're just making fun because you don't have arms this big, JJ. Kiss them. Kiss up.
Okay, thank you.
Even
Thank you for
Condom Head doesn't have arms like this.
that. Appreciate that, Jess.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This chat community is manageable because it operates in slow mode whether you turn it on or not.
It operates in slow mode whether you turn it on or not. It's true. That is true. That is true. I concur. Thank you, Tropic, for the donation. Appreciate that. Oh boy, look out! Yo, D-Res, come on! He is still coming in hard. The $16 donation, D-Res. Look at it. Look at Ellie go. What a night for the MMA-Holes. Dude, man. Wow.
Here come Terra and I ain't taking any prisoners.
I love seeing that little dono.
Fucking D-Rest went crazy tonight. He's still going crazy. Wow, man. D-Rest, thank you very much, man. Seriously, that was very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to anyone that donates tonight. Really appreciate you guys.
All right, I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, let me see what we got here in the poll. And all right, so 38% are going with number 4 on middleweight. Okay, so this is a hit to the middleweight when it comes to the depth of the division. So let's go number 4. Okay. That adds 7. So that definitely moves it from
super chat.
the first place spot. We got a super chat coming in.
Just another day with the MMA-Holes. Life is good.
Come on, baby. Life is wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Alpha Gaming Bros. Appreciate that. It was very kind of you. Thank you, Alpha Gaming Bros. You are awesome. Appreciate that $5. All right, so middleweight now. We went from depth. Now we go to champion. We got to get Jessie. We got to get Jessie in on this poll. I wonder where she's going with this. Damn, middleweight has a chance of going pretty low here. Let's see where this thing goes. Oh, boy. She took a bad time to take a leak. She can't sway you guys. I'm actually really curious to see how this thing is going to completely pan out. So we go to champion. The champion is Ariel Adesanya. You can't dismiss the fact that the guy is a stud at middleweight. I mean, seriously, he's a big problem up there. He does have a big, tough task ahead of him with Alex Pereira. But and he's basically beat all the top guys. So pretty solid champion, if you ask me. We know where Jesse stands on this, but get your votes in. 1 being the best champion in the whole fucking world, and 4 being a shitty champion. Let me know in the chat what you think. He is coming off a fight that was a little underwhelming when it comes to excitement, but he did what he had to do to win. I fucked my prediction. I never thought welterweight would have beat lightweight, but I see welterweight, lightweight, featherweight, heavyweight. Dude, I can't. I'm shocked right now. So welterweight is definitely not number 1. I mean, middleweight. Excuse me. Middleweight's not number 1. Welterweight is number 1 over lightweight and featherweight and bantamweight, flyweight. So we'll see where we stand with. I'm curious when we get to heavyweight, what's going to happen here. Like, what's going to be the low ones? Is bantamweight still going to stay at the bottom of the pile? We have 3 more categories to go here. Weight classes, 4 categories per weight class. But right now we're in champion.
Super chat.
Come on, free to chill.
You and Jesse rock. You're wonderful.
Come on,
wonderful.
baby. Come on. Let's go, baby. Free to chill. Come on. All right, Jess. Thank you very much, Free to Chill, for the donation. Jesse, this is your category. You better get your vote in because there is a problem right now. Izzy number 3. You better get in there, Jesse. Wow, this is really spread out. Middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. 1 being the best champion out there, 4 being the worst. Right now, 30% on 3, but it could literally, with a couple of votes here and there,
haters.
It can go any way. This does shock me. Listen, I understand there are people that don't like Izzy, but I didn't think it was going to be this divided. This is crazy.
Y'all are just haters.
Wow. What a shocking night here on the MMA-Holes. The phone's giving us a little static.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
Most balanced poll, yeah. Listen, Izzy, that thing is really, what is going on?
I'm trying to check Ellie's heart rate. Is it my phone?
Yeah, it's yours. It's giving us like some other dimension. I apologize for that. It's there.
I hear it.
Is it mine?
It's not mine. I'm moving mine around still. Yeah, that's yours. Unplug it. Fixed.
Stopped? Was it mine?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it was
yours.
mine. Wow, that was weird.
Check my child's heart
It's
rate.
communicating with another planet with that fuzziness. Okay. Let's see, where are we with this poll? Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Give me that stank breath.
Wow, we haven't had this one in a while. Polls.
Give me that stank breath. Give me that stank breath.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Give me that stank breath. Give me that stank breath. Stank breath.
Yo, why don't we use this one more often? What's going on?
Rest keep yapping them gums, because that's all you're going to be doing after I knock all the teeth you got left.
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
We got a side. We might have a side fight going on here. Pulse and D-Rest.
That was pretty low, bro.
Damn. It's getting fired up here. Thank you, Pulse, for the donation. Appreciate that. Woof. Boy, oh boy. All right, here we go. We got to speed through this because I do want to take some phone calls. All right, so 62 votes over here. Right now, 31% saying number 3. I'm going to count down from 5. And we're going to find out what the number that we're going to add to the score is going to be here. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Math party. The party's just begun. There's a word for what we're gonna have, and that word is fun. Math party. Everyone, party. Math is fun. We're the babies, you're the big kids.
Okay, it's going to get
Teach us
interesting. All right,
math.
please.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Children's songs are not allowed on this show. So middleweight. Middleweight has 10. There's still one more category in prospects at middleweight. Middleweight has a chance to be worse than flyweight. This is fucking nuts. Okay, here we go. I'm going to add it here. The final poll. Middleweight prospects. I'm going to try to speed this up because I feel like this is taking forever now. Middleweight prospects. Okay, let's get this poll together. Holy smokes. I knew middleweight wasn't going to be one of the top ones, but the worst? Now that's going to throw me off here. Here we go. Let me add it in. What do you think here when it comes to prospects, Jesse?
I think the prospects are pretty good in middleweight. I'm going to go 1.
Come on, Jess.
They're
All right.
pretty good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Whitaker. You know,
Whitaker's not a prospect. He was a champion.
Well, prospects are technically anybody who has a prospective opportunity of being a champ.
Okay, I'm going to look to see if I can find one.
Brunson, Vittori.
I can't find one, Jesse. Imavov?
Gastelum, Uriah Hall.
Is this a prospect you want to look at? Imavov? What do you think? Even though he beat Shabazian. I guess, but he lost to Phil Hawes. Damn, there's not one fucking prospect. Why would you give this one?
I'm just saying.
I don't see any prospects here in the top 15. Oh my God. Duplessis. Maybe we'll go with that one. Hold on a second here. Let me move this out so you can see. Duplessis, I guess, is a guy. Maybe Duplessis might be the biggest prospect. He looked pretty decent in his last fight. Yeah, Duplessis might be the biggest prospect there. He's not bad. Shit, man. It's either 3 or 4 for me. Oh my gosh. All right, what do you say in the chat? I'm curious. I'm actually curious on this one. 3 is generous. All right, let's see what they say.
Please, I'm sorry, plus, yes, is the biggest one at the moment, says Sonosi. JJ says, refuse to engage. The guy keeps them at range with his jabs and leg kicks. Dreykus is meh. Robocop says D. Brown. Joko says Whitaker is not a prospect. He's a proven commodity. Well, listen, I'm trying to do what I can to make this as believable as possible when it comes to having number 1 as an opportunity for prospects. So will you just roll with me, all right? Just roll with me. What kind of chili does Jesse like? I like turkey chili. Red sauce turkey chili is the best. It's bomb diggity, bro. And let me just say, before I move on, I make the best red sauce turkey chili. Nobody can beat me. I'm pretty fucking good at it. Turkey is dank. That's right, baby. JJ says COMZAT is going to rain soon. Blech, gag me with a spoon. D. Brown says COMZAT. Superfly says only 1 prospect. Wildberry says Baralo. Wait, who's the only 1 prospect, Superfly?
By the way, I just want to say something. I was taking a leak. I want to say something here. One of the reasons why I do think middleweight next year is going to get more interesting, I think Khamzat's going to move up. I think you might have guys like Colby Covington or Usman thinking about moving up. Like, I think there are guys at welterweight that can move up to middleweight that makes it very interesting. Prospects coming in there. Gregory Rodriguez, Chris Curtis flying in and everything like that. The action man. It could get very interesting middleweight. But right now, we're talking about 2022. And yeah, it's sitting at 3 here. 31% say 3. So what do you think about this, Jesse?
I said 1. I said 1, so I don't think anything of it. This is exactly what I expected.
By the way, Colby is not moving down to 150. That is like I would put my life savings on that Colby would never move down. You're never going to see that. I understand he's not the biggest welterweight in the world, but he is never going to move down. Okay, so here we go. It's tied 3 and 4. 3 and 4 over here. Let's give it a couple more votes. Get your votes in here. 3 and 4. Middleweight could go to the bottom of the barrel. He's definitely not moving up. I don't, there's no way. I mean, hold on a second. Colby Covington can very well move up, yes. Why wouldn't he? I mean, he's a wrestler. Why wouldn't he move up? Like, I mean, if he's like at a stalemate.
What if he can't handle the weight moving up?
Think about it. A Colby Covington versus an Izzy, right? Colby Covington would wrestle fuck. Like, that's what he'd be doing.
Izzy has good takedown defense.
I tell you what, man, Colby could be a problem. He's a solid wrestler. For Izzy? You don't think so? I know Izzy's big and strong. He's got decent takedown defense, but Colby's relentless attack.
And Colby would be at a weight class
I'm not saying Colby wins,
unfamiliar with.
But I think he'd be a problem. You don't think he'd be a problem?
No.
Damn, man. Put a little meat on Colby's bones. You know, he could bulk up a little bit. I'm not saying he beats Izzy, but I think it could be. It's a fascinating matchup.
Nah, bro.
Constantly
he can't move
shooting
up.
for takedowns
and I am faithful in Colby, but he can't move up.
Wow.
He can't do it.
He's not moving down.
He's not moving up.
What better chance?
He's got a better chance staying right where he is.
No, I'm saying better chance him moving up or down.
Neither.
Okay, better chance. What's like?
There's no better chance.
Oh, forget it. Can't even fucking have a debate here. Can't even have a debate. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. Let's fucking get to the bottom of this. Let's see. Listen, I'm saying this right now. I would think Izzy would win the fight, but I think Colby would be very interesting with his wrestling. It would be very interesting because let's be honest, at middleweight, who has wrestled Izzy? Who has like took it to Izzy with the wrestling? No one. Besides Jan Blachowicz moving up, no one has even attempted to wrestle the guy. You know, like seriously wrestle the guy. I mean, I guess what's his face? Vittori tried it. Didn't really work out. Anyway, I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, by 1%. We're going to go with 3. 1%. Just smidged the 3 spot. So 13. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be shocking to some. This might be what you expected. This is shocking to me. Middleweight is under flyweight.
Wait. No, it's not.
Just kidding.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yes, it is.
What, are you retarded?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How is it under?
Under flyweight. It is
got 13
legit.
points.
The lowest. So, not the highest number, the lowest number.
I keep getting it confused.
Yes.
This is a bad scale.
You almost confused me there, too. So, basically, it's a point system, 1 being the best,
right.
4 being the worst. We're adding it up
so
here.
Confused. Oh, my God.
Right now, middleweight is below flyweight.
Middleweight is below everyone, Moss.
And I got to be honest with you. I get why middleweight's low. And now that I'm thinking about it, I understand. Izzy's lapped the whole division, right? He's pretty much better than everyone else. The prospects are lacking at middleweight, right? The excitement level's lacking.
Nah, y'all just salty.
It makes sense.
Y'all are just salty.
Makes sense. So now here's the question. With 2 more weight classes left, light heavyweight and heavyweight, will middleweight stay on the bottom?
Light heavyweight's pretty fucking good. I gotta be honest.
Not one tie, too, which is pretty wild. Not one tie. If lightweight, so now I put 4 because of the champion. There was no champion there. If lightweight had a champion, I mean, if there was a, if Charlie Olives was officially there, lightweight would be in first. But because there's no champion at lightweight, it's the only reason why it's number 2. Let's see if there's going to be another number 1. Let's find out. We're going to go to light heavyweight. We are winding this thing down. Light heavyweight, Yuri Prohaska. Here we go, Jesse. You pumped up?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get down to the wire here.
What am I doing, Moss? My kid's going to be up at 4:30 in the morning.
I don't know, Jesse. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Like, what? How do I answer
These are the
that?
thoughts that cross the mind of JBM.
We found out that Ellie's waving and...
Sorry. My whole life is
I know.
about her. I don't know what you want me to do. Sometimes I just think about her,
I know. Sometimes you forget you're doing a show.
Sorry.
It's okay, though. We still love you. And you put a good flex on the stream as well.
It's true. I do.
All right, here we go. We're putting the poll in. Can you... Just one sec. Thanks. My foot was falling asleep. All right, here we go. Okay. Final 2 weight classes. We're on light heavyweight. We're going with excitement of light heavyweight. We have a very exciting champion, but we're talking about the whole weight class. Let's look at the weight class over here of excitement. This should be interesting. I find Yuri exciting. I find Glover exciting. Although I seen Glover in a very disappointing fight at UFC 208 live. We were actually booing Glover, and I love Glover, but it was a terrible fight. Jan Blachowicz, I guess exciting, although the Izzy fight wasn't the most, but yeah. Rakic, no, I don't find him exciting. And Ankalaev, by the way, very good, but I find him boring lately. What else we got here? Anthony Smith, up and down with him. Thiago Santos was exciting. I don't know what happened to that guy. Dominic Reyes I find exciting. Paul Craig I find exciting. Volkan Ozdemir, we've had some snoozers, but we've had some good ones with him. Jamal Hill is exciting. Krylov, okay, decent. Ryan Spann, all right. Sometimes he looks like shit. Sometimes he's good. Johnny Walker was exciting. Jimmy Crute, okay, he's kind of exciting. Dustin Jacoby. Excitement level for light heavyweight. Jesse, where are you going with this?
1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I actually think it's a very exciting division.
Okay. Interesting. What are you going with in the chat? I'm going to go with the... Fuck. It's either 2 or 3. Yeah, I'm with Sonosi on this one.
You're just
2 or
going with
3.
the first thing you see in the chat.
No, I'm actually thinking about this. Like, I've actually thought about this whole thing, and I'm still thinking about it. I go 2 or 3. It could be 3. I don't hate it because I like... You know what? Since Yuri...
Rakic, Blachowicz,
Rakic is
Ankalaev,
boring.
Santos, Dominic Reyes, Volkan
Ankalaev is
Ozdemir,
boring too.
Jamal Hill.
You're naming
Nikita
a lot of boring guys.
Krylov, Ryan... They're not boring.
Yes,
Johnny Walker,
He's
Jimmy
boring.
Crute.
He sucks.
The whole fucking division is exciting. What the fuck are you talking
I'm going
about?
3. No, I'm going 2. I'm going to go 2 because of
Louise.
Yuri. Man, 2 or 3 is acceptable for me. Let's see what the chat says.
Hold on, I'm trying to catch a breath, Moss. Just give me a second.
Okay, I got you.
Sonosi says, I was pondering can't be 1 or 4. In the middle, they're dull guys in between ranked-wise. Snake says 2-. Jason says, we need John Jones back. Paul Craig is an animal, says 20. JJ says, not one of those guys have done anything great per se. Toe Cutter says, how's Anthony Smith ranked higher than Santos, who KO'd him? Well, he's only 1 step higher. It's not like he's...
Santos, well, Anthony's winning and Santos looks pretty bad, so...
Yuri has a man bag, says Bison. Tony says they don't even get KOs like that. Superfly says 2 or 3 is wonderful, wonderful. Yoda Twinkie, I voted 2, but I'm thinking 3 now. Trent says my beard has grown long and gray during this segment. Oh,
there you go.
Bummer.
Me too. All right, here we go. I'm trying to get through it quick and make it as interesting as possible. But
let your beard grow long and gray, bitch.
But I got to say this, Jesse. You're definitely
Let your
throwing a monkey
vagina
wrench
hair
into
grow long and gray, too. The fuck are you gonna complain about this shit?
This segment's got a little complicated along the way, but we're gonna pull through this. We got this,
guys. You can't
guys.
blame one person for why a situation is the way it
all right,
is.
so number 2, 44% is what people are saying. 44% number 2 in light heavyweight excitement level. Not very close, but fairly high ranking. I think it's fair because I think 2 and 3 are where I'm going. You said number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You still stand by that? Like after looking through the rankings?
It's probably one of the most exciting divisions that I like watching.
So okay, so you said that middleweight's number 1 too.
Well, because I'm biased, but I'm speaking in terms of if I'm just looking at like the most exciting, like when I'm looking at a fight card, and I see a light heavyweight fight on that card, immediately I'm excited about it. I think that they're more intense. I don't know. I think they have a lot more to offer.
So you just like the heavier guys.
Sure.
Probably. That's probably what it is. And you're not in the minority. A lot of people like the bigger guys. And the UFC does too. That's why the heavier guys are always higher up on the cards. So you're just kind of going with the flow. But I'm just trying to take away, just kind of actually look at this weight class. I think 2 or 3 is fair. Let's see what the chat says here. I think we're going to be stuck with 2, though. I think 2 is where everyone's going with this one. I don't think we have to get dramatic here. 47% are saying 2. I'm going to stick with it. Here we go. 2. Let's add it to light heavyweight. Come on. Okay. Number 2. Now we add depth to light heavyweight. Depth is where we're going next. And where does that stand? What are you going with, Jesse, on this one?
I think the whole top 15 is a pretty deep list of fighters. So I'm going to go 1.
Oh, my God.
All right, forget it. Don't ask me anymore.
I think you're just mailing it in now. Really?
I just gave you a reason why I'm going 1.
Okay. All right. I just have a theory that you're mailing it in. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Let's add this. 3 and 4. I got to ask the community. I just think you want this over.
I don't. I actually
All right, get your voted.
It's a 1, but whatever. I'm not going to vote anymore. You're just being annoying.
But I think if you watch this back, and you had a clear head, I have a feeling
Why
you might.
Why wouldn't I have a clear head right now?
I don't know. I feel like how are you? All right. Okay. Depth is 1. All right. So if we go through the rankings here, I'm just gonna confirm it here. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what's going on. Depth over here. Okay. So you have Glover Teixeira, you have Jan Blachowicz, you have Rakic, Ankalaev, and Smith. Okay. The top 4, okay. Glover Teixeira did his old man job, got to the top, lost his belt. They're going to run it back with Prochazka, like it. Jan Blachowicz is up there, still one of the top guys, although he got a win in a fight where there was an injury. It was a little weird. Rakic is solid. I don't know what to think about Rakic. Ankalaev just kind of fights to win. Anthony Smith has been up and down, and when he's up, it's like he kind of falls at the big fight. Thiago Santos looks like trash. Paul Craig is fun. But is that it for Paul Craig, or is he actually going to make a real push? Ozdemir has been, to me, a letdown. Like, when he came in, I thought he was going to be one of those top guys, and he kind of fell apart. Jamal Hill's fun. Krylov, I couldn't care less about. Ryan Spann, I don't know what to think with this guy. One minute he looks like a killer. Next minute he looks like a can. I can't figure it out. Johnny Walker completely fell apart. Jimmy Crute, solid. Dustin Jacoby, all right. Depth-wise, I think I'm going 3. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Another situation, John Jones left, and they're kind of all, flurrying around. 2 or 3. Fair over here. Jesse goes 1. Let's see what the chat goes.
Everybody but Yuri has CTE, says Michael Branch. Nikki says Ryan Spann is a can. The Great Yash says same. The way Johnny Walker got KO'd was laughable, says Yoda Twinkie. JJ says all cans, to be honest.
Okay, let's look at the poll here. Let's get this. We're going to do speed round now. We're going to get through this now. Light heavyweight number 2. We're going to count down from 5. Get your votes in. Light heavyweight depth. 36% at number 2 at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's in. It's in the books. So number 2, we add depth at light heavyweight. So we'll add this, make it 4. Okay. Here we go. We got 2 more categories, champion and prospects. I think this is interesting here because the champion is Yuri Prochazka. Let me put this in and I'll give you my whole assessment on this. But light heavy. What do you think about the champion? I'm assuming you say 1.
For light heavy, I'm going to say... I'm going to go 2 on that one.
Okay. 2. Okay, so this is interesting because I think if anything would be a 1 would be him, would be Prochazka. Okay, so why would you go 2 with this one?
Well, I'm not really big into Yuri Prochazka. I think he's good, so I'm still going to give him that higher advantage, but I just don't, I think as far as like draw is concerned and marketability, I just don't think he's like the best champ in the world. So I'm just going to go 2.
All right, so you're going 2 on it. Fuck, man, I go 1. I love Yuri. Here's the thing you got to take into consideration, like marketability, excitement, actual skill. There's a lot of things you take into consideration with a champ.
All those things make a good champ. So if you're speaking in terms of the best champ, he doesn't match up with a lot of those things.
Now, here's the problem. He got the belt over an old Glover, right? Glover still got it. He also was losing that fight and got the submission in the 5th and final round. So he got it. I mean, it was dramatic. It made it very exciting. The fight was a lot of fun to watch. But he did get it at the very, very end, and he was this close to not becoming a champion. And he says that Glover Teixeira is going to run it back with him, so that's the next fight. I'm excited to see that. But I'm a little biased. I like Yuri a lot, and I wanted to see him as a champion, so I'm going to give him a 1. I think the guy's incredibly exciting. So I love Yuri as a champ. I go 1 on it. But Jesse goes 2. Let me know what the chat says.
Yuri will overtake Izzy as a champion within a year's time. Yuri doesn't have the flair like Izzy, says Dark Matter. King James is like a champion. The Great Yash says his fights are exciting and he has weird charisma. Bison says Speedos should be legal to fight in. Kurt Montgomery says better English like with Charles Olives. Yoda Twinkie says I like his hair. Chubb says I'm with you, Moss. He is exciting. And Ann says 2.
Okay. Let's see what the poll says over here. Yuri's English is getting better too, which is nice. All right, so 48% saying 1. Let's get it up to 50 votes over here. Get your votes in. It looks like it's going to be 48% on 1. Let's see how this thing goes. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this, baby. We're adding 1 to the score here. Okay, that helps out light heavy. Putting it at 5. Now, here's something very interesting. I didn't expect this. We are 1 away from the final score of light heavyweight. It could tie welterweight for a first place spot. I don't think it's going to do that, or it could tie another weight class here. The last one is prospects. Okay, prospects at light heavyweight. Let me drop it into the poll here. We'll do a lightning quick result, and then we go to heavyweight, and then we're done. Here we go. Hold on a second. Prospects. Okay. Now, what do you think about this? We went through the rankings. You want to check it out one more time? Prospects at light heavy. What would you rank here? Let me pull it up on the screen as it is in the chat. I am not very high on the light heavyweight prospects. Who would be 1? I guess Jamal Hill. And
Krylov.
You want to go Crute. I don't consider Krylov really a prospect. There's really not much here.
Walker.
Johnny Walker is no good. Has completely fumbled. It's either a 3 or 4. That's what I'm going with. What would you vote it?
I'm gonna go.
For me, at least.
I'll go 3.
3. Okay. If you're tired, go head out. I'll finish
good,
this up.
Moss. Just rubbing my eyes.
Yeah.
Good.
No, if you are exhausted, it's all good, man. We get it. All right, so right now, 42%. That seems fair. Get your votes in. Let's see what the chat says. As we are on light heavyweight, the final category for light heavyweight, and then we're at the final weight class. We are about to get down to the bottom of this. Will welterweight stay up top as number 1? Right now, welterweight number 1, lightweight number 2, featherweight 3, bantamweight 4, flyweight 5, and middleweight at 6 with 2 weight classes left here. Let's see if we'll get a shake-up here. Light heavyweight's doing fairly decent, though. They're doing fairly decent. Let's see what the chat says.
Hi, Dark Matter. NZ says judo. Bison says Yuri versus Genderbender. Sean Hart says wonderful, wonderful. JJ says 4 is fair, I feel. Yoda Twinkie says Johnny Sleepwalker. JJ says light heavyweight never been my cup of tea. Even with Jones, I don't know why. I think prospects are 4, says judo. King James with the sleepies. Damn Savage says Biden's son calls him Pedo Pete. Okay. And Ann says 3. Zenbook says PMSing. Nah, bro, I'm good. Listen, my kid's been waking up at 4:30 for the last like 3 or 4 nights, or 3 or 4 days. She's been waking up at 4:30 in the morning, so I'm good. I'm good, guys. Just chilling, just a little tired. It is what it is.
All right, so 40%. 40%, number 3. I don't really think we need much more votes in there. 40% going with that. Let's end the poll up, and we have completed light heavyweight. Let's see where it goes. All right, so number 3. So we got 8 for light heavyweight. Wow, look at this. Not one tie. I'm actually shocked. So light heavyweight moves to number 3. Interesting. Featherweight down a spot. Bantamweight, flyweight. Hold on a second here. So how about this? What do you think? Before we go into the heavyweight, what do you think about these rankings? Do you think these are accurate?
I disagree with the light heavyweight. I think it should be a little lower. I think it should be like, you know what I mean? Like higher on the list, lower numbers, because lower means better. Like I think it should be better. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I guess it makes sense. Listen, I did not expect it to be like this. And I for sure thought that there was going to be one tie. Not one tie with the numbers here. There have been enough to separate everyone. Welterweight right now is the best UFC weight class of 2022. We are going into heavyweight now. Now make sure you get your votes in here. Middleweight is the worst weight class. Wow. The worst weight class according to the MMA-Holes. That is quite shocking to me. But when you really think about it, I kind of get it when you break down the weight class and not just one category. Here we go. Heavyweight. We're going to go with excitement of heavyweight. Okay, I'm going to show you the weight class. This is it. It all comes down to this, baby. Heavyweight. We are hitting the home stretch of this segment. And this has been a long one. I appreciate you guys sticking with it, but it's going to be a good payoff here because we're going to have an interesting outcome. Not one that I think everyone's pretty much shocked by how this is turning out. Let's throw this in there. Okay. We're going to ask the community. The first category is exciting. Let's show the... Now, usually the heavyweight class is an exciting weight class, right? That's why, when there is a main event, usually it's the heavyweight, right? They want to put the heavyweight guys up there, the baddest man on the planet. That's why they have them at, top billing. Francis Ngannou, people were very disappointed. I wasn't in his last performance. I thought it was fun against Ciryl Gane. Now, Ciryl Gane, #1 contender, I find him boring. I do. Stipe Miocic, I think he's fun, but some people, Jesse, can't stand the guy. Tai Tuivasa is fun. Curtis Blades, well, he's showing up now. He's been a guy that's humped, but he's more boring than not. But the last fight was exciting. Derek Lewis is usually exciting, but sometimes he's had his boring fights. Tommy Aspinall is someone that's surging up the rankings. He's fun. Volkov's a weird one. Rosenstrike's kind of falling flat. Chris Daukaus, Tibora, Pavlovich, Shamil, Romanov, Sakai, and Ivanov. We're talking right now exciting. This used to be an exciting weight class for me. I'm going... Fuck. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think I'm going to go 3. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I like heavyweight, but right now at 2022, and just going through those rankings there, I'm going 3. Jess, what do you think?
I'm going to go 2.
2? Okay, let's see what the chat says. I'm a little down on heavyweight these days. I like Francis Ngannou. I think he is exciting, and now he's added wrestling to his game. I think Ciryl Gane is one of the most boring fucking fighters out there. I don't want to see Ciryl fight. Curtis Blades was very exciting in his last fight, but notoriously not the best. Tuivasa is exciting. Aspinall is exciting. Volkov, I couldn't give a fuck about. Rosenstrike's falling off for me. Daukaus is falling off. Tabor, I don't give a shit. Pavlovich, I don't care about any of these other guys. Shamil. I mean, you got some exciting guys out there, but for the most part, as a whole weight class, I'm going 3.
No way, it's a 3. There's 3 fights top of my head that are top tier.
Out of 15. Remember that. And the other 15 fighters are dragging it down severely for me.
John Bones Jones is going to shake up heavyweight, says Kurt Montgomery. JJ says, wow, this is fucked. Cherry Mills dropping the 2 in the chat. Toe Cutter with the 3. E-Dog says Cyril and Izzy are snooze fest. Did you hear Rashad Evans saying Jones should fight Stipe before Tom? Says Yoda Twinkie.
Before Tom? Tom who? Aspinall? If that's what he's saying, I agree. Why would he fight? I mean, right now, were they in talks? I don't even know what the hell's going on with that.
I think Aspinall beats Jones. I give it Uno. Jones going to get KO'd. DC was a fun fighter. We really need John Jones to come back. Yes, Stipe too old now and can't talk, says Toe Cutter.
Remember, guys, when you're putting your votes in, this is for the weight class where it stands right now in 2022. I understand usually the heavyweight's exciting of a weight class because you have the thrill of the knockout and all that stuff. But as we stand 2022, that's what we're voting on. Not, all time. All time's a whole different ball game. But here it is. Heavyweight class. And we have excitement level. Let's go to the poll.
Are you taking calls after this?
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple. I'll take a couple. You don't have to sit in on those. I'll take a couple and then we'll wind it down. But heavyweight, right now, 31% 1, 33% 2, 25% 3, and 4 is 10%. Now, I'm on 3. Jesse picked, what, 2?
I believe it was 2, yes. For
okay. Did you put your vote in or no?
Yes. Oh, no, shoot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, drop your vote in. Okay.
Oh, God.
And listen, if you can't hang, man, it's okay. It's okay. Just fucking bow out. It's all right. Because I'd rather have you get rest than you bring, you're going to bring everyone down. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not doing anything to anybody.
Say your last words to the people.
Don't say that.
No, I'm just saying, because if you're really exhausted.
I'm not doing anyone to anyone. And I'm not doing any. Oh, God.
I know, you're shot, kiddo. Go get some rest. I got this. Because honestly, I got to be honest with you. It's fucking me up, too. So if you're tired, just go ahead. You don't have to sit here and fall asleep.
Clearly.
Huh? Go take a nap.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, go
Back to
ahead.
bounce.
Thank you, Jesse, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Here we go. Because it's making me exhausted. Like I'm like watching a yawn and fall asleep. All right, come on, guys. Let's finish this. It's strong here. Come on, baby. All right, Jessie does like she's doing a lot of heavy lifting with the baby, so you know the kid's getting up at 4 in the morning. She's trying to hang in there. Parents understand, I'm sure. All right, come on. What are we doing here? Fucking dragging me down. All right, here we go. All right, so let's look at the poll here. Excitement. Excitement is the category that we're in. And, okay, so it looks like it's going to be 36% over there. Going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Poll is ended. Excitement level number 2. Let's go, baby. We're on the last category, the last weight class here. Excitement level number 2 for heavyweight. The next one is depth. Only 4 more categories to go. And then we will find out what is the superior weight class of 2022 and what's the worst and what's in between. Depth of heavyweight. Yeah, I think 2 is fair. I'm with you on that one. I mean, I thought 3, but 2, okay. It's still heavyweight, right? You still have the chance of the knockout in every fight, so you do have to give it that. Depth over here. This is where I think it might suffer a little bit, but let's see. I've been wrong in other polls, so let's go here. 1, 2, Ed, 3, and 4. Ask the community. All right. Okay. It is in. It has arrived in the chat. Depth. Johnny Depth. UFC heavyweight. Thank you to those who sat through this. We're going to figure out what is the best UFC weight class of 2022. We are on heavyweight right now, and we are on the second category, depth. We're going to roll over to the weight class. I ran through it before. Here you go. You can check it out for yourself. Cyril Gane at top. Stipe Miocic, Taito Ivaza, Blades, Lewis, Aspinall, Volkov, Rosenstrike, Daukaus, Tabora, Pavlovich, Abdurakhimov, Shamil, I always call him, Romanov, Sakai, and Ivanov. Depth. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go a 4 on this one. I think the depth is trash. I got to be honest with you. It's trash. Depth at heavyweight sucks. There's like, I don't know. I love Derek Lewis. I think Taito Ivaza is a lot of fun at number 3. That makes things interesting. But I'm going 4. You want to be 3 to be nice? That's fine. I go 4 on this one. Let's see what the chat says over here. The poll stands 17% to 23%, 44% at 3, and 26% at number 4. Depth, guys. In 2022, the heavyweight class, where are you going? I'm not high on it. I think heavyweight needs a lot of work. I do. Now, there's some prospects coming up outside the rankings, might shake things up, but it's a shame, man, where heavyweight is right now. I'm going to vacuum. Sean says 3, Slow DK 4. Lightweight's my favorite division, says E-Dog. Vacuum, what? Smoke dick? What? 3. Man, you really did not want to go over the last card, did you, Moss? I mean, listen, the last card was trash, but we can brush on it with some calls. It was trash. Whoever voted number 1 is pathetic. Don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room. How is lightweight not number 1? Where it took a knock was there's no champion there. That's where it took a knock. But it is sitting at number 2. I'm shocked that welterweight's number 1. I got to be honest with you. I thought bantamweight would be. Either lightweight or bantamweight. Lightweight is the best. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the poll. Let's check it out. We've got some votes coming in here. We are winding it down. And number 3 is at 43%. We're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The chat has spoken. The tribe has spoken and put a number 3, putting 5 at heavyweight. We have 2 more categories to go. All right, it's coming down to champion and prospect. Champion's interesting. Champion's interesting. Heavyweight. The champion in Francis Ngannou. Where are we going with this one? What do we say? We are getting down to the bottom of the situation. The thing that people want to know, what is the best weight class in 2022? Tonight on the MMA-Holes, we've gone through with a fine, what is that, fine something brush, fine brush comb. What's the it's fucking too long, the stream. Fine tooth comb, is that what we're doing? Fine brush tooth. Here we go. I didn't even have an edible tonight. Maybe it's the caffeine. Tooth comb, fine tooth in the brush of the comb. Fine tooth comb. Okay, here we go. We dropped the poll in there. This is the one of the two final categories at heavyweight. The lowest score on the top, the highest score on the bottom. Heavyweight is winding down. The question is champion. Now, your champion of heavyweight is Francis Ngannou. I do like Francis a lot. I do. I'll probably go 2 on this one. And the only reason why I give it a 2 is because of maybe selling himself. I'm not quite there. I think he's a super nice guy, but on the mic, kind of is underwhelming. He's all right. But his power is always exciting. The fact that he's added the ground game is interesting to me. He is the number 1 guy when it comes to baddest man on the planet because he is the heavyweight champion. That is interesting. But where he takes 1 notch down might be, his kind of charisma. I don't know. As a champion, he's just scary. As a competitor, I go 2 on him. Let me know in the chat what you're voting over here. I go number 2. Agreed 2. Francis is definitely a 2 to the ladies. 1 or 2, he is a killer. Francis. Never forget, Gon turned up with 90% finish rate into wrestling. Francis is a 3, but I voted 1 on accident. Number 2, 3 not active. Well, yeah, activity's a problem, and he did get injured. That is a problem. Francis is trash. Oh, my God. Number 2, NH. Yuri is the scariest champ. Then it's Francis's Sanosi. Comb the desert. We ain't found shit. Thank you for the 150 likes. Appreciate that. Let's look at the poll over here as we're getting the votes in. And it looks like we have an agreement. We're going to go down from 5-4. 39% now at number 2. 3, 2, and let's see if it changes a little bit here. It looks like number 2 is going to be away. 1. We add 2. 7 is where heavyweight's at. So officially, 7 heavyweight cannot be number 1. It's tied for number 2 right now. It's not going to be number 2 either. Prospects at heavyweight is the final. The final one here, prospects. So heavyweight, let's see where it's going to finally land. Might be a tie. Prospects is the final category of the final weight class. And I don't think this is going to do well when it comes to prospects, but let's see what you guys think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Added it to the chat. Prospects is either a 3 or 4. Honestly, I might go 4 on this. It's hurting. Heavyweight needs some work. Needs some work here. Ngannou at number 1. I mean, the champion, the number 1 Cyril Gane. Let's roll through. Tuivasa. I mean, you know what? I mean, I kind of could say he's been in the UFC for a minute, but he's kind of like a prospect, I guess. I don't know. But when we're looking at like a true prospect, Aspinall would be a guy, I would say. And he's top tier. Other than that, I couldn't give a fuck about any of these other guys. Yeah, I'm going number 4. Let's see what the chat says as we are in the final category of the final weight class. We will take some final calls late into the evening. If you're staying up late on a Monday night, you are a damn savage. A big thank you to the donators and thank you to everyone that hit the fucking like button tonight. We're going to take some phone calls from the people after this last vote. Aspinall is the only one, and he's pretty much past a prospect. Yeah, he's kind of past a prospect. He's not quite a prospect, but he would be the closest thing to it. UFC and heavyweight. Yeah, Bones could throw a whole monkey wrench into the weight class when he jumps in, at least at top of the weight class. He could throw a big monkey wrench in there. So they do need Bones in there. Feed Jones to Ngannou. Aspinall is the only big prospect. He is well-rounded and has a bit of personality. Yeah, I do. Tommy Aspinall. Yeah, more of a contender. Tony Trill. All right, here we go. Let's look at the poll here. Let's see where it finally stands. And oh boy, we're all pretty much in agreement on this one. 58% to number 4. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. We did it. We got through it tonight. And this is kind of crazy. This is really crazy, as heavyweight is number 11, okay? So we'll put it up over here. And here's one thing that worked out pretty well. The scoring system that we put in place, we did not have to do a tiebreaker. Not one tie. So the bit that I put together 5 minutes before the show, the scoring system actually worked. No need for a tiebreaker. And here's how we stand. Welterweight, number 1 with 6 points. Now remember, lightweight does not have a champion, so that's why it fell to number 2. But if it did have a champion, it would probably either be tied for the number 1 spot or take advantage. I think it probably would be number 1, but listen, no champion. It is what it is. This is what we have. These are our categories. And remember, Habib was the lightweight champion. He left the division and up for grabs. Charles has taken it over, but he is not the champion. So I think it's fair to take it back a bump there for that. Light heavyweight number 3. Little surprising to me. Light heavyweight number 3, featherweight number 4, and here's the big surprise: bantamweight at number 5. Now I understand a lot of people don't like the smaller fighters, but that is a very solid weight class. Might have took a little hit because of Aljo, I don't know, but shocking to me at number 5. I thought it'd be either 1 or 2. Heavyweight number 6, number 7 is flyweight, and down at the bottom of the barrel is middleweight. Pretty wild. I am glad we took 2 hours of our lives to put this together, because I got to be honest with you, I did not expect the outcome from the community. Here it is. The best UFC weight class of 2022 is welterweight. Wow. Wow. I got it. Now, to those of you who stuck through this entire bit and segment, you may not agree with the outcome, but we have a clear-cut winner, and there's no ties throughout the whole thing. So what I want you to do in the comments section, when the stream is done in process, I want you to debate. I want you to give me your best weight classes. Give me your list of top weight classes in the comments section down below, and we can debate when the show is over. We're going to open up some phone calls. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to throw it to our sponsors real quick over here. When we come back, we're going to rattle off some firework phone calls. We didn't do Save the Show because you guys were incredibly generous with the donations, especially D-Rest. Shout out to D-Rest for the big bombs throughout the evening. If you want to throw some more donations, or if you'd like to hit the like button, do that. We'll be right back after the break. And when we come back, we're going to give you some phone calls late on a Monday night. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, we'll be right back.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Monday night. Did I say Sunday night? Monday night. Yeah. We're Monday, right?
Cause I'm a CBDX.com boy. We sell legal, Delta ATHC. It will get you very strong. We sell gummies, yeah. Buzz-based oil in a cell, and they post on Twitter. Oh yeah, hey, on CBDX.com. You better get with them. You're gonna get real high. You're gonna get that tree. You're gonna get real down loud from the island boys. You're gonna get all down. And so from the ground, you be smoking bud, you be smoking trees. We a different breed. You smoking green and pearl, and then you create a hurt, yeah. You better get with CBDX.com, cause we some CBDX.com boy. You better tap in on the website, Island Boys, right now.
Let's be honest, when it comes to underwear, there's nothing more important than comfort. Why empty your pockets for generic underwear that loses comfort, quality, and style when you can slip into a pair of Sheath and get even more out of your daily wear? With Sheath underwear, you can treat your jewels like royalty as they are given their own private sanctum, keeping them secure and you in a state of bliss. Get 20% off Sheath now using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below.
And for the ladies?
Absolutely! Sheath isn't just for men. Ladies can now experience Sheath's style, comfort, and functionality too. Sheath for women is crafted using a signature modal elastane fabric blend for form-fitting breathability that will not affect the natural pH environment or the microclimate of the skin while producing that long-lasting, unimpeded comfort. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES for 20% off at sheathunderwear.com.
All right. We have figured out what is the best weight class of 2022. We got down to the bottom of that. Now let's take some phone calls. There were some fights that happened this weekend. You could chat about that. I did not do a recap because I got to be honest with you, I just felt it was a waste of time. I don't know. I was good, man. I was good. I want to move forward. This weekend's a decent card. Talk about that. We got a guest coming on, yada, yada, yada. But let's take some phone calls. Open, whatever you'd like to chat about in the MMA world. Let's go Discord. Link in the description down below. We're going to rattle through the calls as quick as possible. And if you're just jumping in, the best UFC weight class of 2022, shockingly, is welterweight. Very, very shocking about that. All right, let's take some phone calls right now. Here we go. We'll take the patrons first. All right. Sonosi, welcome to the stream.
I'm the best.
I'm the best. How you doing, 1.5K King?
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'll go through this real fast since we got to go through this. So fun thing, I think this heavyweight division in the next year or two will be up on our list because I looked up, I was curious about the average age for heavyweight. 36.
Yeah. Well, heavyweights for some reason, and light heavy too. I guess there's a longer lifespan of the weight class. I don't know why the reasoning is for that, but it just seems like that's the case.
I'll tell you why. It's the reason why I think depth kind of goes a little higher on our list. It's that threat of the KO power. Everyone's a threat until you're like ancient. I mean, hell, you have people like Alexi, who's a submission specialist who's still alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I just think it's the factor that. Though I will say one thing, welterweight, I can see why it's number 1 on the list because, holy shit, I will say this, if you have the division of those people start going to other weight classes, especially middleweight, I'm looking at that whole list, maybe like one or two people might be able to survive the grappling invasion, as I like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Rob, I mean not really Rob. Yeah, Rob is like the only one who could maybe Jared, but most of them are just gonna get crumbled by someone like Colby if he can make the weight. The problem I ran into Colby, why I didn't agree with it, is just I can't see him weighing that much. It's just he's not a huge welterweight, and he doesn't like to cut weight as it is. I can't see him bulking up and losing even more of an advantage.
Yeah, he would just come in as more natural weight. I would imagine Colby walks around about between
170.
I don't think he walks around at 170. I think
he walks close.
Yeah, I think he cuts a little. I would say around 180ish is probably where he walks around. I wouldn't be surprised. So he would literally be fighting his natural weight. And I don't think it's a move that we should do right now, but he could. Like, he definitely could do it, especially because he's not a striker, right? He's a grappler. So, I mean, if he wanted to, he can use that cardio, go up, and just try to fucking hump his way to a belt. I mean, it's not impossible. Just because of skill set.
I think if you look at the list, just that list, I think all the way up to, like, rank, like, maybe 4, he can get there with ease.
Mm-hmm.
I think he starts running into Brunson, if he's still around, might be a problem just because of size, because he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Vittori's a big dude. I think that he might be a problem. Rob is Rob, being very well-rounded, and Izzy, even though he is well-rounded, the whole thing with Izzy is if you get him to the ground is where he runs into a problem. It's getting there is the hard part.
Yeah, I honestly, and it might sound crazy, I think Rob is a bigger problem for Colby than Izzy. Just because of, Rob is so well-rounded, whereas Izzy he's striking heavy. He's got good takedown defense. He's big for the weight class, so maybe Colby can't get him down. But Colby seems like the type of guy that will not stop for that takedown. He's not going to give up on it, which could be incredibly frustrating for a guy like Izzy.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, I said that on purpose because fuck you guys last week.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Have fun.
All right. Thank you, Sonosi. Appreciate it. Let me go. Pulse. What up, Pulse?
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going, man? Listen, what's going on with you and D-Rest?
First of all, shout out to D-Rest for cashing in his Social Security pension and giving us this time to speak.
Whoa. That's nice. That's very nice of you, Pulse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was wondering, what is y'all's gripe with Bantam?
With who?
With Bantamweight.
Who, me? I don't have a problem with Bantamweight at all.
Oh, I thought y'all said it was overrated.
No. Me, I think it should be number 1. I think Bantamweight and lightweight you could flip-flop and I'd be good with. I think Bantamweight actually outweighs lightweight because there's really no champ there. And lightweight was held hostage by Habib. I think Bantamweight should be number 1. I think it's super balanced.
So where did it rank on your tier list? Where did it finish?
It is at number 5. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't get it. I think in my order, I would have Bantamweight number 1. I would have Featherweight number 2. Then I would have lightweight number 3.
Wow. So you have feather over lightweight. See, I think featherweights kind of struggles as we go down into the, when we go into the 15, it's like, I don't know. And also Volkanovski's kind of beating everybody. And, it's, I don't know. I feel like it's not as deep as Bantamweight.
Oh, well, you know what? You could reverse that. You could put, on my list, you could put featherweight number 3 and you could have lightweight number 2. But yeah, I'm surprised. People think there are 4 divisions better than Bantamweight. I don't get it.
Yeah, that shocked me. That's why I'm actually glad we did this because I'm a little thrown off. What do you think about middleweight being last?
Yeah, it's kind of stale now.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I mean, Izzy is the champion. He's boring now. So it's like, if he's the benchmark, is he setting the tone? So I get that. But as far as Colby going to 85, there's literally nobody I look at in the top 50. The only person he could probably beat is probably Deron Wynn.
Jesus Christ. That's the only person Colby beats?
I mean, I'm looking in my head. I'm just going through who all's there. Yeah, no, they mostly all those guys smoke. Could you imagine Alex Pereira versus Covington?
You know what? Alex loses. And the reason why I say that is, whoa, should I fuck this up? The reason why I say that, who was that dude, that fucking white guy that he fought, Alex Pereira, that wasn't even in the weight class, came in on like short notice and grappled the fuck out of him?
No, you're thinking of Michelle Pereira.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second.
I'm talking about the guy that just smoked. Just smoked Strickland.
Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, let me back up. I'm thinking of Michelle Pereira. All right, hold on. So you're saying Colby Covington? Repeat what you were saying.
Could you imagine him against Alex Pereira, the soon-to-be middleweight champ?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you seen what he did to Strickland.
Yeah, but Colby's not going to stand and trade with him.
No, I don't think so. But even still, it's like he can't. He's grappling is good against somebody in your own division. He can't hang with those guys up there.
Here's the thing, Alex Pereira. I mean, the plan. You heard Chris Curtis on Ariel today. He said that the game plan for Strickland was to take him down and fuck him up. Like, that was the plan. Strickland says, "Fuck this. I could beat this kickboxer," and he goes in there and gets smoked. Colby Covington's not going to go in there and say, "I'm going to outstrike this guy." Now, I'm not saying Colby Covington is a lock for the win, but Colby could be a problem. I mean, he's a severe change in the direction of the style of fighting that Pereira, however you say this guy's name is. So, I mean, I'm not saying Colby's a lock for a win, but he could be interesting as a problem for him.
Do you remember when Hendricks fought Paulo Costa? Do you remember what happened to him?
When Hendricks fought, yes, he got destroyed. But Johnny Hendricks was a child of steroids. He was, like...
Costa isn't?
Yeah. Johnny Hendricks?
No, I'm saying, and Costa isn't?
Well, I mean, Paulo Costa, has he popped? He had the IV issue, but I don't know if he actually got caught from steroids, did he? I don't remember.
I mean, I'm just saying, just from
He's
the
Brazilian.
eye test, what do you think?
He's Brazilian, so guilty by association, maybe?
I don't know. I just not even so much his size, but just his height and reach and everything. He can't hang with those top guys there. So.
And like Kevin from Chicago said too, like Johnny Hendricks at that stage of the game was done. He's not wrong. Yeah, Johnny was done at that. Now maybe Johnny, when he was fighting, Robbie Lawler and GSP when he was big rig, maybe a different story. But Johnny also at the same time had bombs for hands, and he did have wrestling. But Colby Covington, you would have to think, and I hate we're having this conversation because Pereira should win, but I think Colby could be a problem. I do. I honestly, people were saying Colby Covington versus LeBron James, who would win? LeBron James is a massive, huge human being, right? But he doesn't fight, so you got to say Colby Covington. But it's insane to think about because LeBron's massive, So I guess you got to give some sort of respect to Colby's grappling, no?
You're of the belief that Jake Paul actually knocked out Tyron Woodley, then there's no reason that you should think that LeBron James would lose in a fight to Colby Covington.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out the analogy here. You're saying, wait, so what are we going with?
You believe that a kid from High School Musical knocked out a 5-time welterweight champion.
Yes.
Then LeBron James, who is one of the greatest athletes on the planet.
Well, there's no wrestling. Jake Paul, they were boxing, and Tyron's not a striker. I mean, he's got power, yeah, but he's like a one-trick pony with his power. They're boxing. Jake is massive. Yes. I mean, why not believe that?
No, I can't see it, man. I just can't see it.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Anything else?
That's all I got. Fuck the rest later.
All right, thank you, Pulse. Appreciate that. Thank you. Listen, I'm not saying that Colby's going to move up to welterweight, smoke everyone, take the belt. I am intrigued by a guy like Colby Covington versus Izzy. Now, let me make this very clear. I said that Kamaru, the reason why he's not fighting Izzy, not because they're friends, not because of the Nigerian heritage, it's because Kamaru could beat Izzy. Like I honestly think Kamaru can go up there, follow with his wrestling, and take Izzy down. and be a problem. I really do believe that can happen. Kamaru's talking about going up to light heavyweight. Like he's talking about skipping middle and going up. I think Kamaru could be a problem. So if we're entertaining Kamaru going up there and being an issue for Izzy, why can't we entertain Colby Covington going up there and being an issue? Not beating him, being an issue. Just saying. Something to think about. Something to debate. So I'm just putting the numbers next to these guys. Make it a little more interesting here. I'm going to take some more calls in a second. So flyweight at 7, and number 8 is middleweight. Here we go. Okay. All right. So if you're just jumping in, this is how the voting worked. It's pretty wild. Okay, here we go. Let's take some more calls here. I'm going to try to rattle through these. What do we got here? What do we got? Cinnamon, are you there? We're going once. We going twice. We are out. Okay, who's next on the queue? We got Johnny Walker, Kevin from Chicago. Kevin, are you there?
Hell. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What's going on, Kevin?
Let's get down to business. I don't got enough time to play around, so I'm going to say this.
Yes.
You hear about Yair is going to be fighting for the title if he wins. I think that's what the article you posted I saw on Twitter.
If he defeats Ortega? Yeah, okay. Why, you don't like that over Emmett?
Yair hasn't won a fight in 3 years, since 2019, at the end of 2019. And they're going to just say one win, and he's right back in the mix. They're desperate. They want to have that Mexican market. They're trying to get that Mexican buying base because they know how big it is in boxing. So they're just trying to shovel in another Mexican champion to promote. You know, it's true. It's just like they do over in England. If they had a flamboyant English fighter, like a Darren Till, they'd be shoving him right in the mix too, just the way that it is. Like someone like Josh Emmett doesn't really talk a lot. They're going to skip him right over, but that's just the way UFC is. Horse shit.
Well, the interesting story with Yair is like they were basically chasing him. Like they brought him in. They really wanted to push him. It fell apart. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Then they bring him back in. They push him again. It's bizarre. He's an exciting fighter, but I kind of agree. It does feel like it's forced. T-City's probably going to take care of business anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
He was being a diva. He was being a diva, and the UFC got rid of him. And he came crawling back because he got no better options. That's what that was about. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think there's even Arnold Allen. Like, we're going off rankings, but the dude, how the hell is he still so ranked high when he hasn't won a fight in 3 years? Because he had a decent showing against Max Holloway, but he clearly lost. So that's going to count for something. Whatever. Just more rankings bullshit.
Okay.
Did you see Izzy and Chris Pratt? What he said to Izzy Adesanya?
Yes.
The pitter patter. Did you talk about that?
Yes, I did speak about it on a previous stream. Yeah, we went. I said. So the Chris Pratt. Here's the thing. I don't disagree with Chris Pratt. I think he was actually right. But at the same time, he's like the last person that should be commenting on this because he just put out a trash movie. And, you know, I'm sure the critics haven't been nice to him. I'm sure he's been sensitive about that. And then he goes out there and slams Izzy. Now, as a fan, just shoving beer down my throat, I get it. I agree with him. But he's probably not the person to be speaking for the community. Just saying.
What trash movie?
That fucking Jurassic Park movie, which I want to see it because it's, you know, it's Jurassic Park, but I hear it's trash. It's dog shit.
They got box office reviews. It's killing it.
yeah, killing it. Straight to DVD type deal.
I heard it was doing pretty good at the box office.
Yeah.
As far as the critics goes, of course they're gonna trash on it because he's not some of the lib cuck.
Wait, did you see the movie?
Lefty.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't been in the movies in probably about 15 years.
You're not gonna watch that garbage, right?
No, I don't watch movies, but I'm just saying, like, Chris Pratt's one of the few in Hollywood who I support because they all gang up on him because he's not a little lefty soy boy. And the fact that he came out there and called out Adesanya All these other people would have been bending over. Oh my gosh, he's so amazing. He's like the Matrix. Just complete cucks bending over backwards for this dude. But he's actually got the balls to tell it like it is. This dude's playing it safe, pitter patter, talk all that shit, go in there fight like a bitch. That's what that was about.
I hate to burst your bubble though. Okay, you do know that Chris Pratt kind of retracted what he said, right? Like he kind of backpedaled.
Yeah, he backpedaled a little bit, but at least he put it out there from the start. He backpedaled. He did. I heard you saying, "Hey, I apologize." You know, I didn't mean.
He doesn't have balls, man. He doesn't have balls. You got to stick to your gun. If you have balls, you stick to your guns. He completely backpedaled. He apologized. I don't know,
You don't want nobody critiquing my movies and they're being a hypocrite. Or he said something like that. So I get where he's coming from, but I agree with his initial sentiment. Now, how about this one? And the bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight are the most competitive, hardcore divisions because they all got to be well-rounded. You can't just be a freaking striker up the top with some power and then you get away with it because you'll get exposed. Someone with some good agility, some good head movement, they'll get inside, take you down, and expose you. You can't get away with that shit at featherweight and all those weight classes. So, without a doubt, bantamweight, featherweight, and lightweight are the most competitive. You can go up and down, pick and choose which one is the most, but it's those three without a doubt. I mean, light heavyweight, it's fun, it's exciting. They're explosive. They got knockout power, but someone with takedown defense of Yuri Prohaska, that shit would never fly at like a lightweight or a featherweight. They would get exposed before even making it to the top 10. Only it's those heavier weight classes can you get away with such this little samurai goofy style. I think it's fun to watch, exciting, but not a chance is that gonna fly at those lighter weight classes. That's just a fact. Do you agree?
Yeah, listen, I before we did the stream, I thought that bantamweight is up there as top dog. I did like lightweight a lot. And then I didn't give a shit where everything else fell, to be honest. That's what I was thinking. Featherweight, I respect. I don't hold it as high. I think there's too many holes at featherweight, and Volk is a good, solid champion, but he's kind of pulling himself away from the pack. So as a whole, as a weight class, I think it should be lower. But I do agree with the bantamweight.
Yep. What else is there to talk about?
That's it. All right, thanks for the call. Next, we got what do we got here? All right, let's try to rattle through. We got the knitter, NH.
Chris, how you doing?
How you doing, Ann?
Not bad, not bad. I'm wonderful, wonderful.
Nice. Deep into a Monday stream. What's on your mind?
Hey, yeah, really deep, man. It's late.
I know. I got to eat dinner. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So what do you think? Some quick thoughts on tonight's stream.
I liked the lightweight better, and then the bantamweight.
Okay.
And come on, guys. What's the last one we picked? Middleweight? I like middleweight. Actually, it's the best.
I think Jesse turned everyone off, and everyone started they started.
Middleweight's the best.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I agree with that. But I do like the lightweight better and the bantamweight. Those are my two favorites when I watch. Yeah, I don't mind heavyweight. It's just like you said, mostly watch like for heavy hitters. I mean, they get excited because you can see the KOs, usually with heavyweights. But yeah, welterweight. I don't know why that got. Well, I don't know. I like lightweight and bantamweight.
Yeah, this is interesting. I kind of want to do this every year. To see where these weight classes stand, because I am completely shocked. I did not think welterweight would be number one. I think it's all right. But I guess you have the pound-for-pound guy there. You got some really interesting prospects. So I guess that pulled it ahead of everyone else, but I am shocked. Lightweight would be number one if it wasn't for the champ situation. So I guess I'm not super shocked. The bantamweight just completely threw me off. That completely swung me. But I guess it comes to the size. You know, people like the.
I do like the lightweight classes. I guess I'm just weird that way. I don't know if it's just more exciting because they keep moving the whole time and it's not like boring and laying like a lot of times the heavyweight will happen like that and they don't do anything and they'll get kind of tired. But yeah, I like the lighter weights. Yeah, but lightweight's always been. I like that one.
Very good.
My two. Yep. I don't know. Heavyweight's okay, like I said, but yeah, that middleweight, I think it's gonna. I don't know.
Middleweight got tanked. Yeah, it's wild.
It did.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that it came in last, but then when you break down the categories and stuff like that, it kind of makes sense in certain way. But yeah, I mean, I thought flyweight would catch the biggest because flyweight always catches hell, but it survived. It didn't fall in last. So it's interesting.
No, it didn't. Middleweight did.
Izzy's got to pick up the pace.
Just think if we threw the women in there too for different stuff, it'd be real bad.
Yeah, I'm curious to do maybe we should break it down 4 categories for champions and do a similar list and run through and see which is the best champion of each weight class. I think that might be the next one we might do. That's kind of interesting to me. But yeah, we'll see. All right, Ann. Well, listen, it's getting late. Any final thoughts to the peeps?
To the peeps, they're all wonderful, wonderful. Love you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, just don't take anything too seriously about people from, different stuff. Just, chill out, take it easy, Sometimes we all get a little bit upset, but, we're the holes and stuff happens and we end up being good to each other at the end and, hey. It's how we are.
There you go. Words of wisdom from NH. Thank you, Ann. Have a great night, okay?
You too. Bye.
All right. There's NH. The knitter coming in. Got a couple in queue. I'm just going through the list here. 2 joints. You there? Going once. Going twice. By the way, Roy Echeverria on Wednesday night. I was thinking about getting a second guest as well. I don't know if we'll do that. But Wednesday night, we'll be live again on this channel. So make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell. Thank you for the 155 likes. Appreciate that. And 2 joints is gone. All right. Tropic Tom. Let's see if Tropic Tom.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. So the segment was, took a long time, but the segment was at least interesting. But you want a couple tips for your survey?
Sure.
All right. So if it's not too much of a pain, because I don't know what you have to do to type it up, but the numerals 1 through 4, those can confuse people. The instructions were clear, but if you make it something like great, very good, fair, and meh, put just names on it, then there's no way for people to foul that up, because once you vote, it's stuck. And if you're not paying attention, you could vote 100% opposite of what you intended to do. So you might get a different result than what you did if it was possible to do that.
Yeah,
but you did.
The reason why we didn't do that, because we were going to put 1 and then we were going to put great and then 2. We would have to have a number to have a point system to understand which one was the highest. It got to the point where I would be typing
it's a pain in the butt to type. That's what I guess.
If I had someone exclusively doing that, I would do that for sure.
Yeah. As far as the numbers, you wouldn't have to put the numbers because you can do the math yourself, your own internal thing.
Yeah, that's I tell you what.
Whether you wanted to come out with a low number or a high number,
it would have fucked me up.
On there, it's clear.
I would have been like, wait, what was great again? I would have been all fucked up. But here's the thing. I did explain it, I did have the description in the beginning. So if people can't get that, then I don't even know what the fuck to do. Maybe I could lessen the description and have 1 grade, 2, whatever, and do it like that. I could do that, but it's if people can't wrap their head around it, then honestly we're lost as a society and a community.
The second one, and it's just a piece of entertainment, right?
Yeah.
But the second one is, I don't think I would show the running results. Hey, let's take a look and see how we're doing with the poll, because then some people are sitting out waiting to see what it looks like so they can swing it.
Oh, okay.
To make
So
it
you're
come
saying
out the way they want.
don't show it
Hide
as
the
we go
result.
along?
Yeah, don't show it on the screen because then you can't see the results when you're voting until you voted. But you in the show are showing the running result.
So here's what I'm worried about though. It's already a long, drawn out segment. So if we don't show where everything stands and we show it like 2 hours in, I think I understand what you're saying about being more fair with the result, but I feel like it waters it down even more. You know what I'm saying? And then people are like, well, what the fuck we voting for? Who gives a shit? Speed this up. It's gonna turn into that. So that's what I'm worried about. We're gonna tighten it up though. I'm gonna figure something. I literally put this together 5 minutes before we went live. So.
And the last thing, separate from the poll, kind of separate from the poll, as you went through and you're rating the champs in each division or whatever, the thing that popped up in my mind, do you think any of those champs as an A side can pull 500K plus pay-per-views right now?
No. Right off the top of my head, I would have to go no. I think the 400K with the last one, man, like they need help. They need a dance partner. It's got to be like the perfect storm. Pay-per-views have been extremely low, so no, I don't really see it.
Yeah, that's the thing that was kind of making me sad as I was watching the poll go through. The different divisions have different levels of excitement. A lot of it due to the style of the fight that goes down, whether you're a big heavy guy or whether you're a lightweight guy. You just kind of want to see a good, exciting fight. But then I was thinking about the champs, and there's great, skillful champs, but I don't think any of them could pull 500K plus pay-per-views right now. So that's a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I'm curious. Well, they have the deal with ABC now. I guess sponsors and selling tickets to events, merchandise, all that fun stuff. I guess that's what's making them all the money. So I guess pay-per-views aren't as important, the pay-per-view buys. But jacking it up to $80 a pay-per-view, the marketability of some of these champions not as crazy as it used to be. Maybe we're moving away from pay-per-views. Hopefully that's the case,
That would be fine.
I hope that is the case.
Get enough. Think about how much downtime there is between fights. They can't stuff that with commercials.
Yeah, you would think. Every other sport does it, right? So it's like, and they're massive. So it's like, you got to think that people are going to be paying top dollar to fill those spots.
Yeah, I think, I guess the only other one would be if you have sponsors, then you have to be careful about your product to be PC or whatever. But Disney's already bending them over on that anyways. So that's just coming.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, I don't want to tie you up. I gotta let you go, Moss.
Thank you, Tropic Tom. Appreciate that. All right, be good, man.
Bye.
All right, Tropic Tom calling in. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Like I said, the comment section down below, that's where I want to see your top 8 weight classes. That's what I want to see. That's your chance to put in, hey, listen, that poll was off. This is my top 8. I want it in the comment section down below. I'm very interested to see what you have as number 1, what you have as number 8, and what you have in the middle. So that is your job when this stream is done and processed. In the comment section down below, what is your top list? I want to see. Or do you just agree with that list? I do want to look at this card really quick. We'll do a very fast run through. Big credit to Fiziev getting the job over RDA. RDA didn't really argue much. Actually, so he did argue, by the way, to the ref, and then backpedaled afterwards and says, hey, it is what it is. He gave respect to Fiziev getting the finish. As I watched it back a couple of times, you could make an argument either way, and I'd be good. Now, I was very hard on the stop being quick in real time. Upon watching the video over and over again, I get the argument of both sides, and I'm not going to argue either side. I think it's more even. Is it a bad stop? Is it a good stop? I think it's like you can go either way on this. So I'm not going to yell and scream about it being a bad stop. Whatever you think it is what it is. It doesn't matter because Fiziev was winning on the cards anyway. He was already winning, so I don't know. It's cool. We can move on from that. But big win for Fiziev, being a former champion. Now it's time to really test the man. Barallo with a nice win over Petrosian. Very solid, strong win. Boring as fuck, but solid. Said Nurmagomedov with a solid win over Andrade. Chase Sherman with a knockout that he needed so bad. But, I mean, he beat a guy on a 3-fight losing streak. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Congratulations on Chase getting that win. Zahabi is all over the place. I didn't watch the interview on Ariel. He looks like Ariel, so he's getting popular. This fight was hot trash. Like, legit garbage. And Ricky Turquoise, or Turquoise, however you say this guy's name, Ricky, coming from the Ultimate Fighter, like tied a record or something like that, just throwing a million strikes and landed nothing. Like, it was just wild. This just ridiculous. Apparently, this decision over here, I didn't get a chance to run it back. Jesse was the one that called on this one. Apparently, very good fight, but a lot of people said Michael Johnson won. It went to Malarkey, so apparently people were upset with the scoring on that one. The reason why I didn't run it back is because honestly, the card was underwhelming to me. Brunage got the finish over Gore, a very solid finish. Shevchenko got a split decision on a fight. I think it should have went it the other way. I think the scoring sucked on that one. Onama gets a triangle choke on Armfield, a solid win in the second round. Guy should have won, and shout out to Armfield putting up a strong fight in that first round, making him very competitive. Intraquus got the finish in the third round on Carl Robertson, and you got the Kak Romanov with the unanimous decision over Ronnie Lawrence. That was your card. UFC Vegas 58. Very forgetful night. But Fiziev is someone that you do have to pull out of there and say, okay, where is he going to go in the lightweight division? Is he going to make a move? Is he going to be fighting for a belt? A lot of people are high on Fiziev. He's got a lot of skill, a lot of talent. He can strike. He can do pretty much everything, the guy. So solid fighter. Let's see what he's got next in line, and that's about it. Thank you for the likes. Thanks to our sponsors, and big thanks to D-Rest. Especially, I mean, the guy went crazy tonight with the donations. Thank you, D-Rest. Thank you, everyone that donated. Thank you to the members, our patrons. And guys, we'll see you Wednesday night on this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole.